Blaised. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed.
The ring is set, the lights are dim, the crowd is roaring, ready to begin. To
What is up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? We are live. All right, the test is over. This is I mean, I got my tissues ready because I'm an emotional dude. You know, I got my support group here in the chat. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. It is my 52nd birthday. That's we're gonna talk mainly about LTDs. So it's gonna be like 50-50 in character, out of character. And I've never been really good at holding composure when it comes to my emotions, especially when it's something positive like support that you guys give me. Yes, I'm wearing my underoos. I'm not going to say the bottoms. Appreciate all the happy birthdays. I mean, to have over 100 people on my personal Facebook and stuff like that, you guys in all the group chats wishing happy birthday. It's very humbling, but it also boosts me up a little bit. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everybody in the chat. I mean, you've seen the names go by. I'm gonna see. I think I have I'm gonna give away some memberships here. We got 22 down to 17. We got a bunch of people here, so and it doesn't matter if you're here or not. I'm gonna gift 10 memberships here tonight. Maybe a little more. Thank you, Dubs. It's overwhelming, man. It's really good. And it's in a time where I will get a little personal here. I'm dealing with this pain in my leg. Pretty sure it's a herniated disc or something in my back, which I hope I don't have to have surgery. Going through physical therapy right now, try to avoid surgery, but I've gone through the nerve block shit with my shoulder. I got tons of problems with my neck, my back. I don't talk about it a lot because we all have things that we deal with. We all have demons. We all have our crosses to bear. We all have the challenges that life puts towards us. And this has been this place is such a getaway. And I've said that, called it escapism and the Dungeons and Dragons world that we go, forget about the real world I really mean that. I mean, I want you guys to forget about whatever ails you, might be bringing you down. You lost a loved one, your dog is dead or sick, or who knows, it's maybe your own problems that you're dealing with. And I want to give someone, it's not just a video game. Like a lot of people say, it's just a video game. It's a lot more than that. And that is my idea, is to make it more than that. And bringing together you guys, it's not a bunch of my own wrestlers that I've created. It's not 10 people from 5 different people, which, like I've always said, I'm not knocking how anybody runs their company, but I chose back in 2017 when I studied this art form for 9 months. I said I had my digital wrestling baby October 30th, 2017, and I mean that. I studied e-fetting on YouTube and YouTube in general, being a content creator. Never wanted this to be a part of it. It was always Blaise Radio. It wasn't supposed to be about me. It was more about bringing people together. And we have a lot of people and I always say, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, where you are, or how you are, you're more than welcome here. And that covers everybody. Your political beliefs, your religious beliefs, your heritage, your age, anything. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it does in your own belief, but I'm not going to hold anybody back or not do this or that. I don't discriminate anybody. We have fun. We dig on each other. That's out of love. Hernsberger, what's up? LD in the house. And it's like, I wanted to create a place where people can come and enjoy crazy commentary, enjoy wrestling, if you will. And a lot of you guys aren't even wrestling fans. Some of you guys aren't wrestling fans, but you still show up. I said it the other night, man. People that show up like when they're working, or like AJ right here. He's at a restaurant waiting for his food. He stops in here. I mean, that means so much to us. And that just says how special this place is. I couldn't have done it without you guys. If it was just me sitting here, I'd be like, 90% of the e-feds out there to do what they love to do. And there's nothing wrong with it. But I wanted to create something different. I wanted to create something special. I wanted to create something that kind of broke the boundaries of e-fetting. Yeah, currently at work. Hey, the link is, if anybody wants to stop in even for a second, I got 3 people here already. And if anybody else wants to drop in, I'm gonna bring people on throughout the evening just to chit chat. If you want to wish me happy birthday, wish me happy birthday. It doesn't matter. I am going to set a little goal if you guys can. I don't like asking for money. But birthday donations are welcome through super chats, anything like that. If we get a bunch, we'll give a giveaway or something like that. Spin the wheel, roulette, something like that. But Gav is here. I appreciate that. People are out eating, and I mean, I asked you guys, when did you want this podcast to be? We're normally not live on Friday nights. Used to be. Remember Wednesdays at 6, Friday at 9. Wednesdays at 6, Friday at 9. That was a couple years I did that. But through everything we've been through in 7 years, I thank y'all for putting up with me, dealing with me, hanging with me. I always say, whether it's 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, the whole damn show, it's much appreciated. I really mean that. Prime Time kicking us off, $20 super chat. I appreciate that. I'll be real. I'm in physical therapy. It's costly. It's not covered by my insurance, so I have to get better. If I have to have a CAT scan or more tests, surgery, I don't know how much my insurance is going to cover. So every penny counts, and I don't want to hold back, and that means the world. Prime Time, you've been such a loyal follower. Just showing up here, Dub stopping in, stories like this. Happy that he's found LTD. Been a lot in this federation, but this show has a lot of magic. I've read the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, that's where everything goes down. I preach it, and I'm not going to tell you what to do or not to do, but if you want to stay involved, you want to know what's going on, you got to be in the Discord. You don't have to group chat with everybody, but just being in there, that's where I post most of the stuff. That's where your guys' magic really has. Your guys' magic. And I know, LD, you've been through health problems too, where you got to worry about, can you pay for the next physical therapy or surgery? And I'm on the cusp of that right now. But I got good family and friends supporting me. If I have to have back surgery, I'm nervous as shit about it. I'm working out more than I have in decades to try to avoid it. I'm stronger than I have ever been, but I'm in pain all day long. I can't go back to taking pain pills and stuff because of my stomach disease. So I have degenerative disease. I have spina bifida. I have tons of arthritis throughout my whole back. And now I'm dealing with a pinched nerve, probably a herniated disc. So I don't normally dwell about what I'm going through, but you guys are like family. I like sharing that stuff with you guys. You guys share it with me too. I always say, don't bring in the live chats. Don't bring it in the show. This is a podcast. This is just us shooting the shit. And it brings people down sometimes when you come in. Oh, my grandmother died or my dog's sick. But we love you. Someone did the other day. Their sister passed away. We're going to give you tons of support. We love you guys. And the support system is incredible that we've created. You can go anywhere and watch eFeds. I don't think you can go anywhere and find a community like this. I don't do that very often, but I think I need to more. It's not ego, it's confidence that I knew as a people person. When I was a manager and all the retail, I was a retail manager for 20 plus years. And I always treated everybody differently. And I think that's, if it's an old lady, you're going to treat them differently than you do a kid or your boy or a hot girl or whatever. So, and I brought that to this community. I brought the fact that I can relate to black, white, Mexican, Asian. It doesn't matter. Everything in between. I grew up in an area that's very diverse. So I've had friends of, all different. I've dated all different types of women as well. So it's like, there is no discrimination here. We don't hold things against each other. A lot of us deal with physical and mental disabilities too. Obviously, I just told you I'm one of them. And you can't let it hold you back. And a lot of them are superpowers. We've talked about that. You got to use it to your best ability. Danny, what's up, Danny? Good to see you. So we're getting personal to kick us off here, but we're going to get into the LTD stuff. I know Count Z will be here to bust my balls because I ramble for hours. And I love you guys. I say it all the time. Every Facebook happy birthday that I got on my personal and my Blaise Facebook, I didn't like it. I loved it. I put a heart on it and commented on a bunch of them because no matter how bad it can get, no matter how terrible you may think it is, it could be worse. And I always live by that. Just rewind, Tenu. I just talked about how I'm doing. But I appreciate that. Like people coming in asking how I'm doing, that's personality. That's being friends. That means a lot. Thank you, Witcher. I appreciate that. I'm the same way. I mean, I have a neighbor who had neck fusion surgery and the rods went through his brain when he fell down off a ladder and killed him. So I don't want to have surgery at all. And I know I've had shoulder surgery and my shoulder got worse. I had problems with where they cut me. I keloid. Everywhere I have an injury, I have scar tissue that causes more pain. But it's what I was meant to endure. You know what I mean? It's weird to say that, but no matter what you're going through, it's happening for a reason and you'll be a stronger person because of it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, but for the one person that's horrible that happened, Matt, but for that one person, there's 50 that's had successful surgery. You know what I mean? So it's like trust me, Witcher, about half of this community is on the spectrum, and I love that. I am attracted to that. I don't mind it at all. From Down syndrome to Asperger's to whatever you deal with. My first wife, she was a TSS. She helped autistic people. So I learned from the nonverbal to the verbal to the savants, all the different problems that you can be given. It's only a test to see what you can endure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your arm, yeah. People, I mean, oh, that arm, you're you're in character arm. I got it. Brian said, yeah, eye surgery. I've had LASIK surgery. Talk about scary. From where I have really sensitive eyes to light and stuff, so contacts were a pain in my ass. So long time ago, I actually had LASIK surgery. I did at the same place that Bill Cowher and Tiger Woods had it here in Pittsburgh, so I was in good hands. Plus, they gave me Valium, which was insane. Like I'm Blaise has nothing to do with weed, but I was a pothead when I was a kid. I smoked a lot of weed. I couldn't drink a lot, but it's like when they give you Valium, and I was like, shit, cut my eyeballs out and show them to me. I don't care. And that's, I don't know, Witcher watches the shows, Digital Dog. I appreciate that a million times over that you guys love my product. And yeah, get your spelling right, odds. But you guys share your own trials and tribulations. And no matter how bad I might think mine is, someone out there is dealing with worse. And I have an uncle right now dealing with dementia. He's in a home and he can't talk. He can't think for himself. He can't eat. He can't do anything. So my dad's brother, he's in bad shape. So I think about him. I pray for him all the time. And when I have the pain in my leg that's driving me nuts, I think about people that are probably doing a lot worse and just be happy. And I said to the lady at my physical therapy, I said, 52, you don't really celebrate life as a birthday as much. And she went, you should celebrate every day you wake up as a blessing. And I was like, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say that too, but it is. I mean, if you complain about one thing, there's probably 10 things you can be happy about at the same time. You just got to find that. Walking, you're talking, you're breathing, you can see, you can hear, you can talk. Same thing. I mean, it's different things. So no matter what you're dealing, I'll wrap it up. We'll get into the LTD stuff, bring some guests on. We're going to go to a commercial here after I gift some memberships. So let's gift 5 memberships. Let's see who gets it. Drum roll. And thank you, Cassie. Matt Storm gets a membership. Clint gets a membership. Young Gene gets a membership. Big Illinois gets a membership. JP, Jaden Proud gets a membership. So thank you, Cassie. Love you. Thank you. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll bring some guests on to say hi, and then we'll give some more memberships, maybe do a giveaway if we get enough donations, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, use your emojis if you got a membership. You guys help run the show. I've said that for a long time, and I'm happy. I want to point out a couple things that are unique to us that I really love. Not that other people don't do it, but that I have done I don't do pre-produced shows. Love them. Got a lot of respect for those that do production shows. But at the same time, I am a live streamer. I want to do it live. I don't want to know who wins and loses. I want to have music when you guys come out. I want to do the radio voice. I want to do the introductions. The music is a huge part of my show. Your theme songs give your character. At the same time, What else? The way your character is designed, the way your character looks, the way your character talks, your promos. You guys with the promos, I've set that precedent of how I wanted. Yeah, R-Man, all you got to do is click where the green box is where I gifted it and click allow gifts, and then it randomly gives out membership. So I'll give out 5 more in a little bit. This is one of those. It's a blueberry acai lemonade. I like fruity drinks. So how about tropical 7-Up? This shit's amazing. Way too much sugar I'm putting in my body now, but I'm trying to eat better too. Got to do that. Yeah, I mean, you got to click on the green box for of the membership and click on the green box where that is in the chat, and it should say allow gifts. And as long as you've already clicked that, you're on the list to get a membership if you can. And they are random. Thank you, AJ, for pointing that out. I'd give you all memberships if I could. I get 10 free ones per month. And we do giveaways and stuff. I give away t-shirts and shit like that. I don't like asking for money, but if you can donate $1, $2, whatever. And we've had some very generous donations in the past that I don't even know how to. I didn't even know how to react to them sometimes. But we gave back. We did a donation. We did a fundraiser for Shifty. We've done it for other people, and that's the beauty of this community. I mean, I don't know, and this is me bragging. So take it however you want to take it. I don't know. And if there are other feds like this, let me know. I want to go watch them that do live stream with music, with commentary, with the ring announcing. It's just the commercials and everything wrapped into one. Cassie did get a very good reaction. So, I mean, I'll shout Cassie and Goddess out for the most generous donations I've ever gotten. I never expected it, never thought it. Cassie had good reason why she did it too. So I can understand that. If I ever win money or given money, I like to give back some of it. And I've always said, if I hit the lottery, half of it's going to charity. And I fucking mean that. I mean, I had a friend who won $1 million. I don't play the lottery, so I'm never going to win. So I have a friend that won $1 million. He got 650,000 and he went through it in a couple years, not even 2 years. But I mean, that's, you got to count your blessings. I love what we do. It's very unique to the EFED world. And that's, to you guys out there, if you have your own EFEDs, you want to do something, try to do something unique, try to figure out something that other people aren't doing. If you want to do the roulette wheel, do giveaways. We've seen TJ do like the card thing that I do, and he does it great too in a different way. So many different EFEDers. I mean, we talk about this right here, the DWS, and it started because I heard call, and I'm like, creator wrestlers, what we do. It's not what we are. We are digital wrestlers, but it's so much more than that. I mean, look at all the different federations that are a part of what we do. I mean, that's incredible, dude. That is insane to me. Like, this is 50 different people that do their own thing. We support them. And trust me, I'm bouncing around to all these shows and sharing stuff out and wanting to spread the love for you guys. So that's something special. You guys are something special. And we've gone through a lot of people. I always pull out, make your puns. Oh, there goes my controller. I mean, I pull this out every once in a while to remind you guys how many people were in the federation and aren't anymore. This is all the inactive people on the roster. Some I love and they're always welcome back. Some I'd never want to come back because they just didn't fit in here. And that's okay. The people behind their characters and how they played the game, I still love them. But we have so many. I mean, some were alternate characters when we had more than one. Alex Wolf, American Penis, Andre Steele, Artur, Austin Collins, Austin Dynamite, Bastage, Ben Wall, Big Chuck. I worry about Big Chuck. I think he passed away. I haven't heard from him in a long time. He was in the hospital. So hopefully. Big Daddy Beard, Big Fly Eli, Bill Haight, Bone Dog, Cam Crash, Chance Harper, CJ Sensation. I saw Comrade live the other day. I popped into his stream. Dave Wall, David Ruin, Demented, Doc, Draven Doyle, Dr. Anus Tickler, Dylan Travis, Eagle Star, Ethan Moore, Franco Ricci, Fred Starr, Frozen Rage, Fusion, Great Red Dragon, Griffith Davian, Gordson, Hobo Ezekiel, Jack Bayou, rest in peace. Jason Ramirez, Jaden Smith. Some of them are only around for a little while. And if you didn't come around enough, then I moved on from you. Nothing about John the Revelator, Josh Wright, Judgment, Caleb James, K-Dog, Kyle Young, Leo X, Lucas Soterio, Matt Rush, Max Maximus, Max Blaylock, Mean Joey Green, Melvin McDonald, Micro Mike, Mondo, Mr. Waddles, Nick Black, Nightcrawler, Nightmare, Paul Utaker, Feeling Cal, Polaris, Rain Sinclair, Rick Race, Ripper Spring Heel. Some great people, man. Even though they're not on the roster now. Roy O'Solomon, Sabria Reed, Scuzz, Sir Dragon, Sheena Malice, Soma, Stefan Knight, Teddy X, Terrell Johnson, Texas Ranger, Tony Lee Williams, Travis Rex, Travis T, TRC, Almar Wolf, Uncle Frank, Uncommitted, Valhalla, Walker, War, Yeti, Wolf Tirgaviste, Wrestling Mama. So many great people. Joni Yarborough, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Shout out to you. Everybody say hi to Johnny. I am your boy Blaise McCoy. We're doing a little, you want the Battle Queens too? I got to show them some love. We have Amy Amour, Amanda Tyler, Amber Young, Bad Amy, Bad Jan, rest in peace. Black Widow Ecstasy, Bubs, Caroline Swift, Cotton Candy, Daisy Spider, who's be coming back soon. I got to pull that one out. So many people that have come through. Danny Logan Fuller, Davila DFA, rest in peace. Evie Bloodyard, Hot Cheese, Eva Cyanide, not Iva. Jen Corso, Jennifer Quinn, Kasumi, Maddie, Mad Cow, who was in our stream the other day. Misha Ramsey, Mickey, Minerva, Missy Harris, Neverending Legs, Poison Ivy Pine, Sarah Richards, Selena Kilauea, Speranza Dauncey, Susie the Elf. So many. Hey, $2 super chat from the new guy. Appreciate it. That is awesome. Shout out to you. That is awesome. I really appreciate that. I mean, we do eFed stuff here all the time, but it's more than that. It's a community. And I always say we put the unity back into the community. Late Night Chatting, Sons of Anarchy. Welcome to Johnny TV. Cool. You got a lot of subscribers, bro. I dig it. Good stuff. I'm going to check out your channel. You got some good stuff there. And I appreciate it. Ooh, very cool stuff. Mad. I see Mad stuff. Very cool channel. I love digging into people's channels. So I'm trolling in your channel for a good reason. You know what? I'm gonna subscribe. There you go. You got a new subscriber. I appreciate that. I subscribe to you too. And I mean that's good too. I am from the days of the sub for sub streams and all that shit. So if you see people in the chat, you can find their channel and subscribe to them and check them out. I always say it's like magazines. We used to have magazines. Remember those magazines? You guys remember magazines? I do. Speaking of that, we have a new cover to the LTD magazine. We're going to go over a bunch of the covers, But magazines back in the day, if you liked the magazine, you subscribed to it. What a weird thing to think about. Another 52 for 52 years. I'm actually 1,000 years old. I didn't want to tell people that, but I'm 1,000 years old, to be honest. So, magazines. Here's the latest cover of LTD magazine. How about it? The aliens are unmasked. You got the return of Stompy, Jay Vulture, Molly Shamrock, Molly Mercy. We got upcoming events. Territory War and 3-Ring Circus will be in Vegas, San Antonio, New Orleans, and Miami this week as the world tour continues. Shockwave earns a title shot. Scorpion Saw got revenge over the Bounty Hunters. Lanale Island Show. Our man Patty and Primetime. They are due rewards. I don't know what this is going to be yet, but we'll figure it out. But this is a newer. This was released yesterday. Older Than Dirt. Thank you, Azrael. I appreciate that. But here's one of the first ones. Back in 2018, I decided to bring LTD magazine here when we were doing, look at the center of the screen, Valet Wednesday. That's when the ladies just started. And I wanted to take this magazine and bring it to social. It's a good way of social media to tell people what's going on. You know what I mean? So search the, yeah, you used to be able to just click on people's links. I know. I appreciate the donations really big time. I mean, physical therapy cost. I mean, you just paid for my physical therapy next week, Cassie. So I appreciate it. So we had, Stable War 17. I decided to bring the magazine back. Yeah, you were the world. Look, Mordrin was world champ. Right here. You had D-Train was the lethal champ. Lord Amadeus was the Blitzkrieg champ. Nobody were the tag champs. Look at how the titles evolved too. So we brought back the LTD magazine. We celebrated the MAD when they survived and stayed in. We had, Captain Danger when he won a big match and teams were eliminated 3-0 and stuff like that. We had, here's Mordrin back in X for when he came back and won the world title for the 4th time back in May. And it's a good way to kind of look back at, what's been going on this year. Here's the final battle of Stable War 17. Cowboys from Hell getting the win in that War Games match was incredible. And I enjoy the things I like doing the most. One is making arenas. 2 is doing commentary and the music. And these logos and magazine covers I really enjoy. Desert Rose, I remember her too. We got Cowboys from Hell 1 Stable War. So in June, we celebrated that. The Wolf's Den continued to be tag and G6 champs. And the Cowboys from Hell, you see, they won 6 out of the 11 titles. So they won over half the championships. Only a couple Stable War champs have done that. Then we had the Gift of Gab. SJ Ray, Matt Storm. Tomorrow, they will get their championship opportunities from winning the Gift of Gab. Also, we have the Aliens Unmasked. This is our newest one. So we'll come back on that one again in a little bit. Okay. So Vipero in the building. Good to see you. Now, just a reminder, if you want to join, you can. You want to pop in and say happy birthday, you can type it. That's fine. I appreciate it. The StreamYard link is also out there if you want to actually come in. We got a couple people in the green room now. I'm going to bring them on in just a little bit. I have a very specific part I want to bring them on to. And we're going to laugh at me. We're going to have some fun. The only hint I'm giving you is I got a little slideshow for you. I think you'll enjoy. All right. So we reminisce a little bit about people of the past. I got the Great Hall members here. I might as well go through them. Scott Royal, Mrs. Utaker, D-Train, Jake Bagwell, Barabbas, Killer Neptune, Pete Wall, Headbuster, Inferno, JD Ways, Murden, Paragon, Super Nacho, Yeti, Wrestling Mama, and Enchanted Raven. We're all, if you go back and watch the beginning, Vipero, I talked about how I'm back in physical therapy. I'm probably going to have back surgery. I hope not. I'm trying to fight it. But, and what they do with back surgery now for discs, they don't do it. They don't like replace them or fuse them. They repair them but the injections will be first. I'll get a nerve block, and I'm hoping physical therapy works before the nerve block, and then etc. All right. So I appreciate each and every one of you out there. We're going to take a short little commercial break and come back. I got some brand new commercials. I can't wait to show you guys. The only thing is trying to decide which one to do first. Let's do that one. And let's do this one. So we'll do a little commercial break. We'll be right back. And we'll get into my little slideshow and talk about tomorrow's match card. Stay tuned.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Everybody, welcome to the Shag Hotel. Women love the wood, and pleasure is guaranteed. So come on down to the Shag Hotel. Tell your friends, and don't forget to bring protection.
That's the Jackhammer's Shag Hotel, where everyone can jack it and get hammered. Haha, we service everyone with whatever services are required. Just come to the back door and knock 3 times. That's what she said. That's the Jackhammer's Shag Hotel. It's shagalicious, shagadocious. It's shag-tastic. Shag Hotel. Get there now and get off.
Welcome to the Shag Hotel. Guaranteed.
Women love to get on and love the feel between their legs. They go orgasmic with the vibration, and when women go outside to ride, they get dirty. The feel of cold metal and leather, women go crazy for when they ride the highway to hell on an Outlaw. Outlaw custom motorcycles and dirt bikes, American made and built tough. Titanium frames, double reinforced gas tanks, and built to the size and weight of the client for the best ride ever. Even better than those bad boys are moonshine powered, and we deliver the shine directly to your home. So when you ride an Outlaw, you ride the highway to hell.
That's Outlaw custom motorcycles and dirt bikes. Available everywhere you see leather and where the rubber meets the road. So hop on one now and ride all day and ride all night long.
Can I get a ice cream bar Willie. Lots cream bars. Ice cream bar. Yeah, that coolest treat in town. So hard to bite, don't make you frown. But that's okay, cause here's the scoop. But we'll keep you regular so you can poop. And then the Monster bars, they won't melt, they won't bend. Take a lick or break a tooth. Either way, it's kind of food. Ooh, Monster ice cream bars with your favorite MWF wrestling stars. Ice cream bars with your favorite MWF wrestling stars.
May cause several dental appointments and a leaky bum experience.
Hey, I had so much fun putting together the Jesse Jackhammer one and the Outlaw one. Monstar did his own for that one, but definitely have to follow that up with something though. It's MWF Wrestling Stars. I keep singing that all day long. I'm like, your favorite MWF Wrestling Stars. And so those commercials are great. The Outlaw one I did, some AI images, some other images I just Googled and stuff, and the Jesse Jackhammer one. Jesse, I hope you're still here and you saw that little commercial for yours. So not only were the MWF wrestling stars, we got LTD wrestling stars. Angelita Utaker, ice cream bar. We got the Drum Monkey ice cream bar. Monstar's become an AI expert, man. He's starting to worry me. He's Skynet. We got Wally ice cream bar, a new one. And, of course, the birthday boy, your boy Blaise, his ice cream bar. Bite my head off if you want. No, I'm not wrestling sumo. I saw it, Azrael. So get your ice cream bars so you can poop. Yeah, good joke. Nice try to joke there, Azrael. Hold on. Clinton helped with the LLC one and that one and a couple of Sexpert. Ooh, hey now. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of reviewing here and talking about stuff, and then when I'll bring on some guests when I do my little slideshow for everybody. And if you get home in time, Sean, you can pop in. Anybody else? The link for the StreamYards has been dropped in Facebook, in X, and in the Discord. So if you guys want to pop in, you can. All right. Yeah. Cassie's kind of our sexpert, if you want to get technical. We'll do a couple more commercials later. I got 2 more Monstar commercials. So we can do those next because those are new. And then I made one for Goddesses Pro Lurkers. And of course we got the shifty ones. So which shifty one do you guys want to see? I'll play one of them. I got 3 of them. We got here. I'll put up a poll. You guys can pick which shifty commercial. Which shifty commercial to play today? We have Silent Killer Gas Passer. We have Trench Coat Flasher, Gav's favorite. And we have the Can Recycler. So go ahead and vote on it. Well, you guys can pick which shifty one we do. The Red Lounge into AI. I got a bunch of Red Lounge. Hey, Lashana's in the house. Shout out to you. Cheers to you. Thank you so much. And shout out to your grandma and your dad. Shout out to you. Thank you, Lashana. I appreciate it. Remember when we did the Red Lounge satellite? I found a bunch of Red Lounge pictures. All right. Let's see what else we can do here. We're going to do a little commercial break here in a couple minutes so I can play Monstar's other 5 commercials. We have a couple other ones we can play. You guys can vote on the shifty one. We got SJ Ray's Big Chirp Energy commercials as well. So I want to give you guys some shine. Let's talk about LTD. Obviously, the 3-ring circus. We had the first one last week, and now the second one's tomorrow, and then the mega card next week as well. Champions. Same champions have been for quite some time now. Mordrin's still your world champ since May 17th. Now, I did take a couple weeks off. Jeff Matthews is your lethal champ since July 12th. Jesse Jackhammer's been the Crazy 8 champ since July 12th. Drum Monkey since July 12th. Blitzkrieg champ. Diamond and Azrael since July 3rd. Jaden since May 31st, the internet champ. And that's tough because that's the most defended champion. Iffy, Melinda Gutierrez since June 27th. Whisper's been the Tap Out Princess since July 12th. Kelly and Diamond since June 28th. Lanale's been the G6 Women's Champ since March 5th. That's crazy. Wasson and Windsor since June 28th, and the Wolves Den since March 28th have had the G6 titles. That's incredible. We'll talk about who they're going to fight tomorrow and next week. I'm going to release next week's match cards tonight too, so stick around. A couple things I want to point out on the roster. If your name is not on here, and it was before, just drop it in my DMs. If you're going to be active again, I can bring you back on. Also, there's a couple names that are new. Iron Taylor is an LIT 7. You see that marked. Kyle Graves, Dallas Cole, Laura Wells, and SJ Ray are all LIT 7. And we'll find out next week if they got full-time status. Also, if you look, Stompy returned back on there. Molly Mercy is new again. So here is your active roster for the end of August going into September. And it's also on the website and in the Discord server. Teams. This is the main. You're looking at the reason I can't restart my universe unless I take like a week off. You guys know, if you have the game or you run your own fed, how tedious it can be to have to go set up tag teams in universe mode. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. We have 26, 17, 18, 19, 30, 22. There's over 50 teams. Like, it takes a long time to set up tag teams. I know there's some things going on with universe mode. I'm trying to alleviate them by making different types of matches or not doing certain types of matches. But you got to do workarounds, and that's what we do. These are all the teams. Now, if you got a new team, we do have a new team. So I'm going to get this off here for a second. LaShawna Brooks, Yang, and Jen Richards is a possible G6 team. SJ Ray, Dallas, and Devin. Angelita, Carmen, and Laura. And then, of course, Pillars of Power, LD, Tiffany, and Whisper. Cassie, Melinda, now with Firestar. There's a reason behind some of these moves. Muy Caliente. We have Butterfly Witcher and Daisy when she returns for the Dreamweavers, former G6 champs. And the Deadly Divas, Goddess Cougar, and Shulky. Now, there is breaking news tonight about the G6 women's division. Stay tuned for more on that. So if you're not on here and you want to start a team, let me know. If you're on here and you're changing your team or whatever, let me know. Most of them have finishers now. They have their entrances all set. And the tag team matches are a lot better in 25. So that's good news. The 3-ring circus. I had you guys choose. Now, it was either in the live streams, in the Discord, in X, and Facebook. Where did you want to go? Did you want to fight for a tag team title shot, a G6 title shot? Did you want a mixed tag title shot, or a triple threat briefcase? So everyone had to choose one category. All right. And if you didn't choose, you're double booked this week with a Rumble and another match. So I made sure to make up for that. Here's another thing. If you ever realize that you haven't been in a singles match for a real long time, jump in my DMs. I mean, I try to do that, or try to have singles tournaments every once in a while. But, we do have Rumbles and G6s and Crazy 8s and a bunch of that stuff too. So it's, sometimes I miss it and don't realize someone hasn't had a singles match in a while. But here's another thing. Come to the shows. Play roulette. If you win roulette, you get to book whatever match you want. That's the beauty of it. All right. So here's the G6. We'll have the triple threat briefcases next week. Triple threat briefcase, if you're new, it is a match. There'll be Rumbles, not ladder matches, but you'll get a triple threat briefcase, and that'll be good for not one, not two, but 3 different title shots. That's always fun. So there's your 3-ring circus. We've already been in the process of all the qualifiers. Now we just have the title shots. What a busy August. I mean, we had the LIT group. It's a small group, but it is LIT. We have Gift of Gab 3, which was phenomenal. Over 100 promos. I couldn't thank you guys enough. And now we have a standard on what I want and what we use for our promos. Lanale Island, we just had that show the other night. That was so much fun last night. Territory War is coming the beginning of September, and 3-ring circus we're going on right now. I got to hurry up before Count Z comes in and bitches at me. All right. real quick, Gift the Gab finals back on July 26th. That's when I beat the shit out of Rex. That his name once. When we started the second round of Gift the Gab, Carmen beat Kelly, Diamond beat Whisper, Atticus won the quadruple threat, four-way, four corners I call them. And those were best of 3 matches. Totes beat Savage. He ended up winning. Now, Totes and Count have to fight each other for an internet title shot. I did misspeak last night and say Totes Atticus was for an internet title shot. It was a semifinal because Totes was in the other semifinal. So I misspoke. I make mistakes. Shulky beat Melinda for a Battle Queen title shot. She'll get that title shot later on. Drum Monkey won a world title shot. He's in line. SJ Ray won the Gift of Gab, and Storm won the Gift of Gab over Mordrin and Mannion. SJ Ray over Angelita. I'm not going to go over every match on every card. I just want to summarize. Dublin, Ireland, we had Prime Time won the right to fight the blue alien. Patty won the right to fight the green alien. And R-Man won the right to fight the red alien. As the world tour continues, you're all going to get to see some of my favorite arenas here too. Joker's in the house. What's happening? Joker, you're going to find out who I picked for the War Games tonight. So stick around. Pick your poison. We had in Paris, France, Rebel Terminators win a tag team. That's when Dragonheart broke Dubs' arm, and Jesse Jackhammer beat J-Dog. A lot more happened, but you can go check it out if you want to see it. Glasgow, Scotland. That's when the alien fight started. R-Man, Patty, and Primetime all won. Count Z, Clinton, and Mavericks won a G6. Joker and Mark won the tag team title shot. Carmen and Laura won the Battle Queen. There! Raven Black is in the house. The voice of Ascend. I love doing Ascend and Cutthroat. If you have another show coming up, Raven, I'd love to do commentary again. Send me. You know how it works. Same thing with Travis Rex and Cutthroat Wrestling, and love being part of the Wrestling Network here on YouTube. I think you guys changed it to Total Wrestling Network or something. It's kind of, did you change the title of that? I'm still love being a part of that. 3-Ring Circus Part 1. Count Z won over the 4-way. Diamond Sky beat Whisper. Totes beat Jay Savage. Carmen beat Kelly. Shifty and Wally won a title shot. Totes, the Bounty Hunters won a title shot. Goddess, Cougar, and Shulky won a G6 title shot. And Devin and Lance advanced in the Mixed Monarch. Oh, you're good. Hey, don't go anywhere if you can. I'm going to give some more memberships, and we're going to do a slideshow that you guys are going to want to watch. I'm going to be embarrassed. Offering in New Australia, Mr. Amazing and Iron Taylor won a tag title shot. Gunner R2K had that fight with Shmoo. Laura Wells beat Puppet. Shadow Press beat Charles Roberts. Jamar and Savage beat J-Dog and J Vulture. How about the J Vulture swerve? You guys didn't see that one coming. Yeah, Total Wrestling Network. Hey, it's all good. That works too. I like saying the Wrestling Network. But now Total Wrestling works as well. Tokyo, Japan. On Wednesday night, we saw R-Man, Patty, and Primetime unmask the aliens. We saw Ryan Mannion and Hacksaw get revenge from the attack they got previously. Ryan Mannion and Sam Hacksaw were feuding, and the next thing you know, they get attacked by 4 wrestlers, but they get to fight those 2 teams. So Tokyo was fun as well on the World Tour, and then we had Lanale Island last night. Count Z won the internet qualifier. Sean Shamrock beat Drum Monkey in a great fight. We saw Dragonheart win again. Dubs is going to want more revenge probably. But that's the recap to get us up to where we're at now. Where's my itinerary? I forget what's next. I think the slideshow is after this, so we'll bring on the guests here in a second. Thank you, Tenu. I appreciate that, man. You guys make it what it is and so much more. We're going to take another quick commercial break, come back, bring on the guests, and go through a really fun slideshow about your boy Blaise. So let's go to another commercial break. This one's sponsored by Monstar. because we got a couple Monstar commercials. We'll be right back after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And fight.
Life gets rough and luck gets tough. Big Steppers heat is more than enough. Spicy dreams and Cajun schemes. One taste and you live in your flavor dreams.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Oh man, even my fucking nostrils are hot. Oh, fuck off. Right now, I need to see a fucking doctor. Fuck yourself.
Hi, I'm Shooter Carnegie, the owner of Carnegie's Carnival of Car Sales. Are you looking for that shady side, swindling, borderline consumer reported red flag steal of a deal? No, literally, it's could be a steal of a deal. For real, I can't confirm or deny where any car was previously owned or purchased or permanently borrowed from. That's my legal disclosure. We are the home of purchase 2 cars, get 1 fully priced. So when you're thinking about getting that new, used, new car thing, I'm Shooter Carnegie, reminding you all, Carnegie's Carnival of Car Sales, luxury prices for everyday people.
Ladies and gentlemen, the goddess of pain.
Well, hello there. We see you lurking. You're in the shadows, in the rafters, maybe even in the bushes. Yeah, we know you're there. So while you're out there lurking and a jerking, why don't you jerk that finger on up there, hit the like button, and maybe the share button as well. Show some love for Blaise, McCoy, and LTD. We know you like it already because you're watching. You can come join us in the chat. Really, you don't have to be shy. We won't bite. And if we do, it's not that hard. We'll make sure you enjoy it.
Professional lurkers are welcome. Feel free to stop in and leave a comment. We'll give you a shout out. Professional lurkers are welcome. We're right here on the Blaze Radio Network here on YouTube. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
I always want to put that commercial last because it says back to your regularly scheduled program. Big shout out to Iffy, the Battle Queen is in the house. And Ace, you've known me for so long, bro. Drop the D. Blaised is my channel. You know my name is Blaise. Oh, look, when I put up a chat, it takes my name away. The hell's that for? You can call me Blaise. Good to see you, Ace. I hope all's good. Brandon Ace. Another one that when I went through all those old characters that were in LTD. Legendary. Thank you so much, Melinda Gutierrez. Oops. I got to make a video for the Ifico. I mean, we have these videos. And I tell you what, the Monstar one, the Johnny D, that was all Monstar. The Shooter Carnegie one, he sent me a lot of the pictures, but I did a couple too. And the Pro Lurkers one I did for Goddess, I had so much fun Googling for pictures and also using AI for pictures for that. So those were a blast. So Iffy, you got here just in time. If anyone wants to join the show, the StreamYard links are out there. You can pop in because we're about to go for a little ride. Oh, boy. I think it's time to bring on our guest before I embarrass myself. I did have hair at one point in time. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest, generous donation earlier, Cassie Madam Red.
Hello, my loves.
Good to see you. Thanks for being a part of the show. I'm glad you popped in. I need support.
Of course I was going to be here.
And I haven't cried yet either. I was crying right before the show started, for full disclosure. just good emotion. I mean, so many people showing up, so many people wishing me a happy birthday. It means a lot. You know, it's tough. I don't mind crying. But what about, you like my little go-kart there? You like my car?
You were absolutely adorable in that picture.
Oh, wait till you see the rest of them. I got more.
I'm so excited.
I figured we'd go on a little trip back through my world, but let's bring on another guest. I don't have a theme for him, but I got his character's theme. But we're going to welcome our boy OG Bone in the house. What's happening? Shout out to you, my friend. So, yeah, I'm saving the best for last. Sit down, Mordred. So the person behind Carmen Gonzalez, some other characters we won't mention, but ladies and gentlemen, another guest, good friend of mine. We always bump heads, but in a good way. He always likes to correct me, but I like to be corrected and put in the right direction. Odds Cornett.
Greetings and salutations. I correct everybody.
I love it, though. That's what I love about it. I say
You know
that about
what?
Brooklyn Joker, too, because, like,
Yes,
Joker's
the person
like
behind Carmen Gonzalez, the person behind Harvey Gibson, and sadly, the person behind the American Phoenix.
American Penis, yeah. I didn't want to
You
mention.
know what? Odds. I think this is the first time we've ever been on together.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
We're breaking ground here. We're breaking ground. We're about to break a lot more because...
And ladies and gentlemen, that picture is from 1923.
Well, probably 78, maybe. I was born in 73, so I might be 4 or 3 there, maybe. But that's kids. We didn't have Power Wheels back in the day. I had to use my feet like Fred fucking Flintstone, bro.
Yabba dabba doo.
So let's bring on our third guest.
So you're saying that was the time period? The
Oh,
Flintstones
God,
era?
I knew you'd go there.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones.
Let's bring on
Blaise. Meet the Blaise.
the one and only East Coast bastard.
My dad.
Her dad. A lot of people's dad.
A lot of people's dad.
It's the one and only.
I'm my own
Mr.
grandpa.
Nightwalker.
What the fuck's up? Happy birthday, brother.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I've heard that so
Hello.
much. I mean, like when I go to my Facebook and see my personal Facebook has over 150. I'm gonna brag about it. Over 150 people wishing me. That's incredible.
And just to throw it out to y'all, don't let the beard fool you. He is older than me.
Yeah, I am a little older. I just can't grow a beard. This is the most beard I can grow.
I thought you were just getting ready to play Santa Claus at Christmas.
No.
I mean, you never know.
What's up, Ryan? Good
I
timing.
got enough kids and grandkids to do so for quite a
Facts.
Yeah. All right. Blade Charge, my brother. What's happening? Good to see you. Let's do this.
What's your
Is that Tiny?
It is tiny.
Hi,
How
Tiny. I can hear
If my
her.
mom were to get something and use you as a reverb.
while. Yeah, she's talking with someone on another thing there.
All right. Let's go through these slides and see what else we can embarrass here. So that's me about 4 or 5 years old, maybe. All right. That is my favorite. I still have that. Actually, I'm gonna go get it. That is 3 Dog, and I named it after 3 Dog Night, the band. I also had a 1 dog and a 2 dog. Pretty weird.
Of course.
So I had to do it. Let me go grab him. I know I have him.
I'm young. The first thing I think of when I think of 3 Dog is Fallout 3.
No, 3 dogs. That also just means you don't have very good taste in music, Odds. I'm sorry.
I also celebrate all 3 of my cats' birthdays at the same time, too. Oh, there's Blade Charge. We're getting up there in them donations. Thank you, man. So this is Blaise the cat, who's also, he's 15 years old. It's funny, there's 15 right above his face right there. Look at that. He's looking at it. He is 15 years old. Now there's 14. So Blaise is 15 years old. 14. He's actually 14. Actually, to correct myself.
That dog guy is looking at that picture like, help me.
So I wanted you guys to see birthday boy Blaise as well. Carmel's over there. She's 4. and 9 is the baby in the back as well. So I got them all around the same period in time. So if you track where their birthdays were, it all falls in August at some point in time. So
Girls speak. You don't want to do this, does it, Carolina? That's a girl's.
I can hear every word Tiny's saying.
So much.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, she's across the
Literally.
she's just across the room.
All right. So that's 3 Dog from 3 Dog Night. That was the inspiration. Thank you so much, Blade Charge. I went over my sob story earlier about why I'm not afraid to ask for donations a little more this time around. Okay. That is my older sister. That's my sister. My older sister. She's about 4 years old. Look at that TV in the background.
Oh, it's not no more, really?
This is about 79, 78 maybe.
It's one of those TVs that gave you a workout trying to move it.
Yeah. My favorite show was the $1 Million Man. I would do the slow motion running for. I actually have a video.
Or broke your back trying to carry it.
Maybe. And I'm in a freaking diaper as well too. So. Is there a way you can put a headphone on or something? That's all I hear is Tiny right now.
Yeah, hang on, let me. Because there's unfortunately not. So.
All right.
There are 2.
But I will adjust on my end.
By the time you are able to walk, that's how to play football and how to.
Thank you. So that's my sister. I have a little brother too. Actually, if you look at that chair to the right, it has my name on it, my real name, but you can't see it. Anyway, that is my dad. That's Mr. Blaise. He's really young there. Look at that bow tie. That is a big blue bow tie, man, and those blue pants.
The origin of the referee bow tie.
Yes,
Right?
Probably. But yeah, I was blonde, oddly enough. I mean, when I got older, it turned to more like a brown hair, but I was blonde when I was a little kid, as you can see. Trust me.
Then you devolved into no hair.
Called XY. We got my pap. This is my mom's dad, Steve. My middle name is Steven, after him. Taught me how to ride a bike. I smoked my first cigarette. Actually, my pap used to drive a green Rambler. If you know what a Rambler is, old school, car. And when he would leave my mom and dad's house, sometimes he'd flick a cigarette out. So I was like maybe 7. I went out and picked it up and hit the cigarette real quick and coughed for like 3 days. I was like, oh, it's still lit and it's smoking. I want to know what it tastes like. So, and he smoked non-filter cigarettes, bro. So I was like, I went straight to it. Big shout out to Ryan Mannion. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You guys just paid for my physical therapy next week, so that really, really matters. Solar, good to see you. New name in the chat. Let's check out his channel, see what he's all about. Solar, 21 subscribers. You got some wrestling stuff on there. Good to see you, man. Shout out to you. Thanks for stopping in. You guys hit the thumbs up if you haven't. We're embarrassing myself. Well, it's not really embarrassing. This is who I am. That's my grandpap, our man. Who's the old dude? So much for Kuth. Passed away a very long time ago from cancer, but my pap was a great dude, man. I love that guy. And he used to always wear hats like that. I love those old school grandpap hats. You don't see those derbies and stuff like that anymore. There's a little Cub Scout, and my dad's parents, Eva and Peter. That's as Polish as you come. They are hunkies to the core. My grandmother, right there on the left, made the best steak I've ever eaten in my life. I don't know what she did to it, how she cooked it, but it was the best steak you've ever eaten in your life. And my pap, God bless him, was one of a kind. Coal miner. So he was in the coal mines for years and years and years back in the day. Southwestern PA, very popular for steel mills, coal mines, and shit like that back then. Oh, our man, it's like 30 years ago they passed. I just wanted to show you guys some of my family as we went.
I think everybody, even in the 90s, had that same damn couch.
Yes, I was going to say the couch is classic.
I think so.
A trilby. There you go. I know derbies and stuff like other hats like that, but yeah, that's a good. And I never became like I was only a Cub Scout. I didn't go any further than that. I got into sports after that. But that's my weird little outfit. And my I think that's actually that's the same house where my sister was at with the TV. It's at my parents' first house. There's my grandma I always talk about. I'm a little older here, but I just wanted to link the grandmothers. I talk about the garden, how she ran a garden and all that. And I helped her. That's her house right behind her. Her last couple years, she became, she was one of the most independent, strong women you will ever meet in your entire life. She did Steve, the other guy was her husband. And she did everything herself. She was very independent. I learned so much from her. She was my inspiration about the garden and stuff like that. Yeah, my whole family went to Penn State, Kentucky basketball, Penn State football. And that's my grandma. I always talk about her, and I've never shown you guys, but that is my grandma, Julie. She is with me every day. She watches over me constantly. Probably about 5 years ago, she passed away, but she was a godsend. She taught me how to be tough. Even in her older age, she taught me how to be very tough. So God bless her. Oh boy. Now we get to the school pictures. I literally have them all. So these are going to be fun. So this has to be, I believe, first grade or kindergarten. And yeah, there's some weird clothes that you're going to see me wearing, but keep in mind, these are in the 70s and early 80s. But I think this is first grade.
And clothes like that were still being worn in the early 90s.
Yes. And then I got proper hair. Look at that bowl cut. Second grade, probably bowl cut.
Looking all dapper with the little vest and tie.
I didn't dress. I'm sure I didn't dress myself. That's probably the only time.
Not.
Probably the only time I ever wore that shirt. It looks like a tablecloth, for fuck's sake.
Nowadays, you would look like a lawyer.
Yeah. Hey, Patty, thank you so much. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. And Clinton as well. Clint McDowell. Good to see you, bro. Too many Clints out there. Too many demons, too many wolves. All right, here we go.
Too many youngs.
Yeah, too many youngs. Let's see how it evolves into the next grade. Still got the bowl cut. The ears started getting bigger and bigger. Look at that 70s shirt. Is that like velour or something?
Now you look like you just came back from bowling.
Yes. I never could bowl, though. It doesn't look like a bowling shirt.
Yep.
I was never a bowler. My brother was a bowler. He's bowled a 300. Actually,
I can bowl a little. I suck, though.
Mark Caliber's a great bowler. He bowls all the time because he always talks about sends up all our stuff. You like my
I used
cut?
to.
I tried it, but then once my shoulder started going bad, bowling was like the worst thing I could do. That 70s show. Definitely a that 70s show look there, bro. So we're getting into the 80s now. We're getting into the 80s. Oh boy, I did cheese in there. Spad, thank you so much.
Well, based on the shirts, he went from bowling to golf.
Yeah. 2 weeks of physical therapy can be paid for now. You guys are really helping me out. I appreciate it. And appreciate the birthday wishes and everything too. And I always say loyalty is currency. I always got to say that. Just you guys showing up makes my day. Yeah, this one I'm not real proud of. Like I should have. This is before the braces too, I believe. So this is when I started to need braces.
The bangs, though.
Yeah. Well, I was one of those guys where I just had that hair that just got long and stringy, so I couldn't really grow long hair.
Yep.
And the bowl cut was always, actually, you want me to really embarrass myself? I don't know if it's in here, but I got a perm when I was a kid. I think you can tell on one of these pictures. Possibly this could be after perm, like the remnants. And there's the grill too. I can pretend it's a grill, but those are how braces used to look.
Yeah, there was no Invisalign back in the 80s.
Yeah, no.
And they were painful. Like I still remember.
There wasn't Invisalign back in the 90s either.
The tapper. If anyone knows what the tapper is, when they put your braces in the back corner, they use this thing to tap, 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 tap that metal brace on. That was a pain in the ass. Yeah,
I never had braces. My dentist loved me.
Yeah, Adam Goldberg. Thanks a
Same.
lot, Mon. Sorry.
I never had braces.
Nope.
This is when it wasn't a real Izod shirt, but remember all the knockoff Izod
Yeah.
polos that were popular for a really long time? Yeah, I mean, my hair was so
Yeah,
straight.
now,
I mean,
now he looks like he's trying to be Johnny Polo.
dudes actually got perms back in the day, especially in the 70s, early 80s. Coming up next, we're getting into prepubescent here. See how I got like the feathered back look now? I was trying to make it look better than a bowl cut, and hiding those ears was not easy. Now there's no way to hide it. that was my biggest. I was like, if I'm gonna be bald, and the ear, but it doesn't. I mean, I grew into it.
Every single time I see plaid shirts, I always think of Al Borland.
Yeah, there you go, Angelita. There you go. Yeah, don't. Yeah, the other ones were. I better look like myself a little bit. I mean, painting happy toys. We're also painting happy trees. Yeah, it's the feathered look. I use those big combs, and you feathered your hair back. You know, like you remember Three's Company, and John Ritter used to have like a little feathered look sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, here we go. I'll get even more awkward. I look like the Keebler elf here.
So no.
What, Cassie? You cut out.
I said no lie. In that picture, you look like a girl I went to school with. Her name was Dawn.
Hey, R2K's in the house. J-Dog's in the building.
That or he looks like he just got back from church.
Well, I said my grandfather was Stephen. My first name was going to be Stephanie if I was a girl. They didn't want to know if I was a boy or girl. They thought I was going to be a girl. They were going to name me Stephanie. Just so happens my high school sweetheart was named Stephanie for a while. Then she broke my heart. Dino cake. I like ice cream cake. That's what I'm down for.
Hell
Those
yeah.
are so good.
I love ice cream cake. Scooter Crunches is just
too bad Dairy Queen raised their prices since the 90s.
Really? Well, you got to.
Amen to that.
Cake and cake, ice cream and cake and cake.
There you go. I'm starting to get a little better looking. The hair was still a mess. Now it's parted on the side instead of the middle. I don't ever remember having a yellow sweater, and that's probably the only time I ever wore it. I think it was 7th or 8th grade. Probably. Ice cream Dino ice cream cake. There you go. I think we're in high school now, yeah. High school. Crooked smile. Still weird hair part. Now I got a little bit of a mullet going on.
Yeah, almost a mullet.
I look like you. Wait till you see. I don't know if you guys remember the skullet I had a couple of years ago. I wasn't really doing podcasts then, and if I did, I had my hair in a fucking ponytail. I had a. We'll see. I'll talk about it when I get to it.
Wait a minute, you had enough hair for a ponytail?
I haven't shown this picture to too many people that's coming up. I think this might be senior year or junior year. Junior or senior year here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Blaise.
Now, if I could show you the bottom of this suit, they were hammer pants. They were huge baggy pants. Like that was yeah, back in those days. And those really baggy pants were very popular.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to embarrass myself even more with one of these pictures coming up. You'll see. I don't know. I think, oh, here we go. Baseball. This is the Bandits. That's my little brother in the middle scratching his leg. They called him the Kool-Aid Kid. He was the bat boy, and all he did was sit there and drink Kool-Aid every time. See, here, we were revolutionary. Look, there's 2 girls in there. Those girls were 2 of our best players, too. So, like, back in the day, we had great pitchers, and the girls, and I told you, we got eclectic. On the far right corner, that is the head coach of the Marshall Thundering Herd football team, Tony Gibson. Tony was one of my best friends. I used to ride the football. You're going to see me in my football uniform here in a little bit. But Tony Gibson became the defensive coordinator for West Virginia. He brought Pat McAfee onto the West Virginia team to be a kicker. So, and I didn't know that until about a couple weeks ago. There was a video about Pat McAfee, and he thanked Tony Gibson for bringing him to West Virginia and getting him a tryout. So, and that was my best friend for years. He had a really hot older sister too. They were Italian. I always had a thing for Italian chicks, but that's one of my first baseball teams way back in the day. Next. Oh boy, look at them socks. This is one of my first basketball teams that I played for. I love those uniforms because look, they're short shorts, but it was real cool to have like the different colors down the sides. But
I mean, it's okay. Your socks go to cover the rest of your legs.
yeah, and they don't actually match anything. They
I was like, but they don't match.
No. But back then, the old striped socks used to be very popular for basketball players. You know, everyone had those high striped socks that they wore.
You could have got red and white ones or red and black ones.
I didn't think that my feet would be in the picture for some reason.
Anyone that's color coordinated is going nuts right now.
And those are some of the most, and those are not the shoes I don't think I wore to play. Those are the beat down Adidas shoes there. Before Jordans or anything popular. Oh, we got a Tiny.
Hey, can you hear me?
We heard you for the past 20 minutes, Tiny.
I was like, honey, we couldn't hear you from the beginning.
Sorry. I am so sorry. I was on the phone with my son.
It's fine. You know I got to bust balls.
I know you do.
This is the beginning of my basketball career. Look at that. Still had the bowl cut. And when I ran, it was like something flapping and flowing in the back there. I never had control of it. I should have. There was no buzz cuts back then. They didn't shave sides. You'll see. I got into that later on, but here's football, I think, next. Yeah, there you go. The Saints. That was my 1 year playing football. Almost the same socks.
Yeah, but at least the socks matches the pants.
Yeah,
I was like, they would have matched better with this one.
Yeah. But I was a wide receiver. I was second string wide receiver. Unfortunately, there was two really good guys in front of me, so I didn't get to play very much. Plus, I had really bad asthma when I was younger, so I was
the club.
I was the kid who at football practice had an inhaler tucked into my tights, into my pants, because I never knew when I was going to have an attack, and I couldn't run a lot. I couldn't, like when they had people running a shit ton in football gear. I was not ready for it. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't run either. So join the club.
Yeah. And I mean, I wish I could have played football more, because when I got a lot taller, I could have been a really good wide receiver. Mm-hmm. And all the pickup games that we played and shit, I loved playing football because I was faster than most people too. Mm-hmm. And my parents, the irony of this whole thing is my parents didn't want me to play football or wrestle because I'd get hurt. Baseball, broken nose, broken arm. Basketball, broken foot, broken hand, broken arm. Pickup football, broken collarbone. That's not to talk about the 20-some twisted ankles and, ligament tears in my fingers and broken fingers that I had.
Finger sprains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they couldn't keep me away from getting injured, but they tried.
No parent can.
Yeah, right. This is my rap group that I was in 8th grade. Rock City Fresh.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, I was the Casio keyboard kid. The Casio kid. I had a Casio keyboard in 1987, that had a sample button on it. This is way before turntables or anything. The Casio SK1 had a button you could press and you could talk, and then the keys would change your voice to all kinds of different things. So,
ladies and gentlemen, the original Vanilla Ice.
I mean, just wait, you'll see Vanilla Ice. You ain't seen nothing yet. On the corners is Dom and Casey. They were the security. They just stood on the side of the stage and like this. That's all they were. Joby, the white dude, Joby with the Kangol, that he was the DJ. Joby he had all the DJ equipment, shitloads of records. So he was the DJ. And then Mandel and Kip were the ones that rapped. Kip mainly did the beatbox. I actually have 2 of our songs on tape that we did then way back then. But that was the Casio kid I was. And I used permanent marker to make that shirt. I drew on a white before airbrushing.
Yeah, as you would do back in the day.
And you couldn't just order something off the internet. So I drew on it. Actually, we'll get to the Vanilla Ice one here in a minute.
Hi, chat.
In my freshman year of college, I was dared to be Vanilla Ice for Halloween, so I went all out, except for the blonde stripe on my hair. Here's IUP when I played basketball. I played a little bit of D2 college basketball, just a branch campus, but it was fun. We won one trophy, and we did a lot of drinking and weed smoking at the same time too during that time. So, but those are my boys.
As you
Mike,
should.
Yeah, Mike Engler on the bottom right, 24, rest in peace, died in a car wreck right after college. Mike Engler next to him and some other friends. These were some of the coolest dudes ever. We had so much fun because this was a branch campus and we drove around to other like Pitt branch campuses, Penn State branch campuses, and played in all these tournaments. And it was just so much fun. It was like, I called going to a branch campus in college your first year. I called it 13th grade. I called it high school without parents because it was literally 500 kids. And the campus was a men's dorm, a women's dorm, and the student union / cafeteria. That's it. That's the whole, and one building for school, for classes. That's it. 4 buildings. So you got to know everybody really good. And the benefit of that was after 1 semester or 2 semesters at the branch campus, you went to the main campus. And then I knew someone in every sorority, every fraternity, basketball players, football players, cheerleaders, because we all 500 of us knew each other. We basically grew up with each other every day. That's the only people you saw on that campus because it was so small. So I could have went to West Virginia, Pitt, or Penn State, but I decided to go to this branch campus first to get into Indiana University of Pennsylvania is what IUP is. And you can figure out all the IUP jokes and the P jokes and ICUP and all that. But it was very cool. Small city, but far enough where I wasn't real close to my home, but it was an hour and a half.
Can't come up with those jokes, but it's low hanging fruit.
Yeah. But it wasn't far enough where I could drive home and take my laundry to my mom every weekend and shit like that. But it was a great experience. I think college, everyone needed to, that's where I grew up. That's where you learn to live without your parents and you scrape for pennies and shit like that and do what you got to do and skip classes and go party and whatever. So that's fun time. Great memories for
I did all that without the college part.
There you go, Vanilla Ice. Okay, you can't see, but I have pants that are airbrushed with red, white, and blue American. Obviously, he went to Miami, so he's a Miami guy. I'm covered in sweat because I danced a lot. We actually had a dance team. There was 3 of us. That's my boy King on the right and another one. And we did dance routines for I know we had one for Belle Biv DeVoe Poison. That's the one I definitely remember. And on the back, my hair was lightning bolts all the way to the back. And in the back of my hair, it said Ice, Ice, Baby.
So if this is Vanilla Ice, then the picture before would have been Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch.
Probably. And because I didn't have really long hair, I had a tail in this picture. Thank God you can't see it. But I just had a rat tail right in the middle. If you guys remember when tails were really popular.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So short shaved hair on the side and then just one little rat tail hanging out from the middle of the back of my hair.
Yep.
Oh boy. So this was a Halloween party at IUP there. And they dared me and we all cut each other's hair. No one paid for haircuts. In college, you sat on a chair in the hallway of the dorm and, people cut your hair. And I was like, just give me lightning bolts. And we colored it. It had yellow and blue and it said Ice Ice Baby on the back. It was hilarious. Somewhere I have a picture of the back of my head, but this will suffice for now. Matt Storm, you remember the rat tails? You're fucking 18. How do you know about rat tails?
Blaise, you're still a baby, though. You're still a baby.
Yeah, I am. I think you might be 19 or 20 or 20 something now. But this is college, Clint. This is college in this picture. I was a skinny prick my whole life. This is Soma, and this is one of the best pictures in the fucking world.
It is so funny.
My friend, this is the Chesapeake Bay Bridge near Ocean City, Maryland. Okay. The bridge is like 1.5 miles long. It's scary as fuck. My friend Brad drove us to Ocean City, which is 5 hours from where we live, on 1 tank of gas. he
I
had
wonder
a
if the bridge still looks like that.
He had a Cadillac, right? And he didn't tell us until this spot that his gauge didn't work for his fuel gauge. We ran out of gas. We ran out of gas on the middle of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Oh, no.
Right next to the sign that says "Do not stop on the bridge." So, for you guys that know Carmen, that's Soma, the guy who does all the rap songs. And I said, "This is an album cover, bro."
It is.
He has his Steeler Bettis shirt on, his Pirates hat, Pittsburgh to the core, and "Do not stop on bridge." It's a classic picture. I love that picture. And we actually had to call the cops, and they had to drive out and give us gas, and then we drove the rest of the. Dude, if you have anxiety, you do not want to be on this bridge.
No,
because the sides are really low. I drove it alone a couple years ago to go visit friends at the beach. I was hyperventilating the whole time.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to drive it.
Because when one little turn of your wheel the wrong way or someone wrecks into you, you're going over into the ocean or the bay or worse, causing a huge wreck. So it was scary as shit to ride on that bridge. And if anybody who out there has ever been close to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, it's like 1.5 miles long. It's scary as shit. It's very high.
I grew up in Chesapeake Bay.
Oh, really? Well, then you know that bridge.
Yeah, I literally grew up at where it starts in Virginia, right on the bay in Norfolk.
Yep. That bridge is, I think, right when the bridge ends, and it's not far from Ocean City from there. Maybe another half an hour or so. This is a Steeler party. Unfortunately, it's when they lost to the Packers, but it's one of the newer pictures that I have celebrating my Steelers. This was at my friend's bar. I got another picture at the bar here coming up with I think it might be next. I don't know. No, here's when I played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was number 09. Believe it or not. Actually, this was at training camp in St. Vincent College, right outside of Greensburg, Pennsylvania, where the Steelers practice. So we went there. This was maybe 10 years ago, and you got to stand behind. There's actually, you could kind of see me standing behind there. I didn't do a very good job of making it look like it was me. I have 3 arms.
It looks like you're wearing Brock Lesnar's freaking football uniform.
But the Blaise McCoy character did get drafted into the NFL, but never got to play because of an injury. That's like part of his sob story. And then he went to pro wrestling later on. I don't know if some people may have known that. This is when I worked for Verizon.
When that came out.
This is when I was a manager at Verizon Wireless. So I had to wear a shirt and tie every day. That's not the famous tie. I had a famous tie that I wore. I swore it was gray, and everyone told me it was pink. So I wore a pink tie swearing it was gray, and that's part of my color blindness. But this is when I was a manager. This is when I first started going bald, too. Man, I look skinny as hell there, too. Basketball coach when I was a boys basketball coach not long ago. Loved doing that. Only did it for a couple years, but those kids were so good. It was a Catholic school, so it was a little more controlled environment, a private school. But to hear kids call you coach it's invaluable to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll never forget it. I still see one of the kids' dads and their brother at card shows when I go to sell cards now, sports cards, and he still calls me coach. And it's like, I love that shit, man. You know, and I still call probably 10 of the people, 5 probably, I'm exaggerating, of the people that wish me happy birthday on my personal Facebook, they were my old coaches. So how did I respond? I said, thanks, coach. Because you're used to calling your coaches coach. Thank you for stopping by, Iffy. So that's a good, that's one of my favorite pictures because that's a very happy. There's the mullet. Look at that hair. Now, granted, it's a skullet. I was bald, but it was a midlife crisis. And I said, I got nothing. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to see how that took me 1.5 years to grow that hair. And I actually have a video of me shaving it off. But it's like nothing here though, and everything here. My brother would call it a skullet. So that is not a wig. That is not a wig. That's actually how long my hair got. My hair was about that long in 9th grade for a little bit too, but it looked ridiculous, so I cut it. Yeah, midlife crisis. How long can you grow your hair for? A couple years and see what happens. But it was miserable. And most of the time I put it in a ponytail, and it was a small ponytail, but I just wanted to see if I could do it.
Were you going on your Bret Michaels look?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
I mean, I'm doing the same with the beard, so.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You only live once. Give it a try. And that's where I was in my life. I was like, I got all the time in the world. Let's I believe I was streaming at the time. This is probably this is 2018. And I didn't do podcasts and stuff where I was showing my face and stuff yet. And so no one actually got to see this until now. For many reasons, I didn't want to show that to people. Now, that is not me singing. That's me playing drums. This is my acoustic band I was in for a while. And this is an outdoor bar. It was so much fun. The river's right there. If you've seen my video about Ohio Powell, where there's waterfalls and stuff, natural water slides and stuff, I've done a video on it. That's the bar at Ohio Powell. And literally right behind those cars is the actual river. And it's like, it's such a cool bar, very hippie, esque type atmosphere. The guy sitting there is a drummer on the right. The guy on the left has one leg. The guy sitting there on the left playing guitar, he has one leg, and he was one of the baddest motherfucking guitar players I've ever played with. That dude, I wish I had like samples of the music. And Joe, the guy in the front, he was the lead singer, and he had a set list of over 300 songs. He could do anything from the Beatles to country songs to current rock. We did nothing but a G thing acoustic, like really creative acoustic shit. And like Creedence, Clearwater Revival, we covered everything. So it was like, I loved playing with him because I sung back up with him and just played bongos and congas, acoustic drums. But we could play any audience because of his diversity. And he's super talented, still a good friend of mine. One of my favorite bands to play with. The other band, Monkey Wrench. And that's Big Ray from the Wrestle Sense podcast, my lead singer and lead guitar player. You guys remember Ray from the Wrestle Sense podcast if you watch. And this was an outdoor concert up in the mountains as well. My brother joined us to do Rage Against the Machine. We did Killing in the Name with my brother singing. Oh, I still get emotional now. It was so awesome. Like my brother, the Mobbus, any of the Mobbus songs you hear, that's my brother screaming and singing. And he was a quiet kid. Like it's weird how he became a metal singer,
Always the quiet ones.
Yeah, and he ended up being an amazing singer and screamer. Like he could scream many different ways and sing as well. And to play a song up there with him, we brought him and some other players of his band up, and we did Killing in the Name. And here's the thing. People went fucking nuts. Kids were tossing picnic tables over and shit. We did break stuff. Jesus. We did Limp Bizkit break stuff, and they started breaking stuff. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm blessed to be able to say I did this, at one point in my life. Being a coach, being a manager of people. These are all the things that lead me to be able to do what I do with this federation now. Being able to handle all kinds of different people and bring them together, liking all different types of music, being, put in all these positions brought me to where I am today. So Monkey Wrench was so much fun of a band. And we only did it for a couple years, but it was, something. That's Carmen on the left, Soma. That is Coltrane, my friend Ryan, who passed away years ago of a heart attack and too much cocaine, too much drugs in his system. And he was one of the best basketball players. He died of an overdose. He had a lot of health problems. He was a great dude. He had a lot of personal issues, and it wasn't a suicide, but he was a very emotional person. He was one of the best basketball players I ever played with. Could shoot a basketball from anywhere. I met him at IUP and Carmen. They came to a New Year's party. That's in my hometown, the same bar that my friend owned. They came in and they did a concert on New Year's Eve that night. So I got to step on stage with Carmen, who was just tearing the place up that night. It was so much fun. Soma, that's my boy Soma. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, we live and we learn. We lose a lot of friends along the way, but I got great memories of these friends. And Coltrane was my boy, man. He was so much fun to be around. A little too much fun, at the end, but you live and you learn. He was a great person. I miss him tremendously. And him and Carmen were even closer to me. CJ and Ray, this is us at the infamous AEW show where I got my 10 seconds of fame on TV and got to say, it's your boy Blaise McCoy. We're live in Pittsburgh, AEW, baby. And that was all. I did not know. And I just set it off the cuff. And they cut to JR and Shivani right after that. It was pretty cool. And we were sitting literally second row right by the ramp. So that was I've sat in the front row of a WCW event or a WWE event, but this was the first AEW show, and we were second row. It was so cool to be like right by the ramp where they walk by. But you guys remember CJ obviously from the podcast as well. Okay, we're going to digital Blaze now. This is one of the first avatars. Odds? What game?
That would be based on the background.
I think it's
based on background. That would be either.
It's not a SmackDown game. I know that much because I never.
Yeah, based on background.
I think it was a WCW Nitro game, maybe. But
Thunder.
Maybe a Thunder
based on background, it would be. It possibly could be.
Thunder? Was there a Thunder game?
It possibly could be.
It
could be SmackDown.
Maybe?
Just bring it.
It's not a SmackDown game. I never owned a SmackDown game. I know that. But it was either some kind of WCW game. I don't know if they had a Thunder game or an older one, but that was Blaze, camouflage vest, the lunatic kick from the sticks, one of the old, jorts and all.
I don't remember if WCW games ever had a creation like that.
I don't remember which. It could be WF Warzone. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Could be Warzone.
Oh my!
It might have been. This is a Poser. Poser was it was a 3D graphic creation program where you could create 3D people. You couldn't really do anything AI with them, but Poser was a very intricate. It wasn't a point and click to create a guy. It was very difficult to create a character in Poser. But this is early LTD EFED where Blaise McCoy looked ridiculous. And then we talked about Mordrin guessed it in the chat last week. His ex-wife that passed away, Sunshine's mom, Cherry Stacked. Obviously, why her name was Cherry Stacked, you can tell. And that's Blaze there also. And I don't know if this was Poser or a different program, but you could only do so much with the programs back there to make your avatar. Most of the EFEDs, when I started them, it was, I used Jericho, I used Big Ben, I used, people's character from WWE that would be close to the look of what Blaze was.
Right.
I used one of the American Gladiators that used to wear a sleeveless flannel vest and stuff. So you'd hunt for pictures that looked like your character, and you had to know HTML to put them into your posts on your message board.
Yep.
God, I do not. I miss those times, but I do not miss those times.
No, even in this,
ladies and gentlemen, it's Kelly Maverick's father.
Yeah, even in this is WU Wrestler Unstoppable. In some of those scenes, you needed to know a little HTML to make it italics or to put a picture in. You had to reference the web page to get the picture onto that scene. So it wasn't as much drag and drop, pop in a picture back in the day. You needed to know a little bit of HTML.
Still do.
Still do.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
But this was Blaze. This is the beginning of what we know as Blaze now with the Palmalu jersey and the mohawk. And that was one of my first. I have probably 50 different renders of my W because I did screenshots of every W render I had. Every time I changed my gear, I had it. I was going to put them on here, but there's like 50 of them. I could have just made a slideshow where you can go bang through them all, but there was so many because you know how people were back then. You want to change your gear every once in a while.
Of course.
What I mean? So I had a bunch of different Blazes. I didn't always want him wearing the same thing. Depending what team you were on or what angle you did or what stable you're in and stable stuff, it's what was you would change your what was the stable? What was the name of it? There was the contest you did with the stables in W.
USLs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, USL. Yep. I was in some real crazy ones. And then you got Digital Blaze.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, Digital Blaze, the good old cards that I make. I'm gonna have to make a new series of cards soon because it's been a while since we've done cards. I might have to do a new design. It's one of my favorite things to do because I am a card collector. I'm a graphic designer since college. So making these cards and to see the feedback you guys gave me with the cards, like, I mean, this is a reference. You could see everyone's finishers and their moves and their nicknames and their height and weights. Like, what do you want to do? If you're going to be a professional athlete, you want to see yourself on a card and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you want to see yourself on a poster. So when I started doing those cards, that was one of my favorite things to do as well, is create those cards. I still do, still is. I got to do more of them now. And then here's the current modern day Blaise. Look how the detail has changed. I mean, it went from this from this to this. Like, it's amazing. Like, we really should appreciate, and I mean, it's 2025. Graphics should be incredible. You know what I mean? But that's pretty damn real.
By the work, that'd be 2019 or 2K19.
What? That picture?
Yeah.
That's this year. I just took that screenshot yesterday. That's 2025.
Oh, it's 2K25's version?
Yep, that's this year's game.
Actually, it looks exactly like the 2K19 version.
Well, I didn't change Blaise that much until this.
That's what I mean.
Now I got a new Blaise. So this is a throwback to when I was called Greg Hawk, White Lightning. So he was, so the lightning gimmick has always been part of Blaise before the.
After you started with that one, I'd have noticed it was 2025.
Yeah. So this one here, and it's on my call now. If you download it, this is the second attire. If people want to use it, I don't mind people using this call as well. But it's come so far, man. It really has. I mean, we should be
very much.
I never thought back in the days of message boards and the eFed stuff that I did mail in the 80s that I hoped it would get to a realism to this point. But it's probably exceeded my expectations a little bit, but there's still a long way to go.
Oh, it's exceeded freaking a lot of people's expectations that were back in the day. Freaking,
yeah, I mean,
freaking belts back in the day would.
Oh yeah.
If your wrestler was a tubby person, the belt would just like
vanish.
merge with their body.
Yeah, you still have
like in their stomach.
The belts looked horrible back then too. It's like there wasn't really much design to them, and
yeah, they looked all right. They looked all right. They're not as detailed as they are now, but they looked all right.
I mean, even if you go back to, oh no, you don't have to go back to it. I have it here. This right here. Where is it at? Like, you look at the belts there, and that's 2K17, I believe. No, yeah, 17, because it's June 18. Because the games came out in October back then, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
it'd been October since.
I liked it in October.
Yeah, me too. It was October.
Same.
It was October back into the SVR days. It was always October.
But like some of these belts, the designs are very similar. Like the world title didn't change that much. Crazy Eight's very similar, but you can tell like they look crusty. They don't look that clear, and is such a big difference from now.
Sadly, with belts, they had an up and down period.
Yep. All right. We are
some older games look better than the later ones, but they've gotten back to quality now. So
I'll keep you guys on. We're going to go through the match card for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're doing. Actually, before we do that, I'll show next week's. I got next week's match card already put on the website. I'm going to show that. We'll do it after the match card. That'll be the last thing we do, but then we'll do at the end of the day. So first and foremost, Jaden Proud. I just said earlier, he's held that title since May 31st. He fights Caliber tomorrow. The winner fights Brooklyn Joker the following week, and then either Totes or Count next. So this title is going to be defended a lot. Here's the thing, though. I'm trying to put us in 2100. Now I'm considering changing the name of this title. I mean, would there still would be the internet in a pre-apocalyptic world? Maybe, but maybe not. So I'm thinking of possibly changing it. We had an intergalactic championship before.
I mean, if you're technically in the year 2100 and you're streaming the show, what are you streaming it on?
It would just be on like whatever TV is available back then or whatever. But like So I would imagine the internet would still be available, but the way I'm selling it is there's only like 20 cities left, and everything else is barren wasteland because of all the almost apocalypses. Oh my
Well, yeah,
Lord.
with that much
Is
wasteland,
that your hair?
Yes, it is.
People would want to be on YouTube.
Yes, it is. It is actually, yes.
Triple Beat is my cousin. Good to see you, Beat. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm jealous. So there's my skullet. How about it? It's fun having long hair, isn't it?
I'm catching up actually because the top is going faster than I'd like it to. But
there's a reason I have a bandana on my head there.
Yeah, that's why I was
Because this looked the same. It looked ridiculous. But I'm glad you joined.
I mean, with how far your hair is going there, Beetle, you could do a Halloween costume of dressing up as Blaise this Halloween.
Oh Jesus. So a quick recap if you missed me as a little baby.
Blaise Maverick.
Gosh dang it.
If you missed me as a little toddler, anyone who's just joining us, including Triple B, you can see me as I dance in my fucking diaper with my huge... It took 4 people to carry one of those TVs around back in the day.
I mean, brother, you were a cute kid. What the hell happened?
I don't know. Two ex-wives.
That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
My grandpa, my grandma, and then all the school. As I had bowl cut, I had a perm when I was younger for a little bit. I had the feathery. Then I got the braces. So we embarrassed me a little bit. My rap group, my basketball, my football, my terrible socks that Cassie, of course, had to point out don't match at all.
and Blaise, and Beetle, you missed all my jokes.
Damn.
Yeah, and this was the original Blaise back in the day. I'm trying to figure out what game it was, and I'm saying it's not a SmackDown game.
It's either SmackDown 2 or Just Bring It. Is my thought.
It could be WCW Mayhem.
Of course, Beetle would freaking know.
He's right.
I
wasn't a WWE fan back then. I didn't watch the Attitude Era. I was a WCW guy. So that's what it is. You're right. What did you say it was? WWE what?
WCW Mayhem.
Mayhem. It had Goldberg on the cover. I think it was one of the last games they made.
Yes, it was.
It was one of the last games I made. It was. Everyone shit canned it.
I was a big Goldberg guy too, so that's probably definitely it.
Well, I remember it because they had you had the ability to have your character be invisible. Pretty much, you could have an invisible character that was just hands, feet, and the head, and I thought that was really cool. So that's why I remember the name.
You mean the thing that they did in the WWF games freaking a couple years prior?
Now, I knew it wasn't a Nitro game because Nitro's color schemes was red. It was a fire and everything. So the blue kind of threw me off. And I was like,
yes, and the only WCW Nitro game was on the PlayStation 1, and there was no creation in that.
I just remember we rented this game.
I know, because I had it.
We rented this game. I played it for 5 minutes, and then something happened, and I wasn't able to play it, and we had to return it. So I never really actually got to really play it, but I played it for like 5 minutes. That's about all I remember.
All I remember from it is that it didn't get good reviews, and that was the reason, and no WCW game happened afterwards.
Well, if you guys know me, and I've said it a million times, I didn't play the game. I got it to create characters to take screenshots of them to use for LTD. So let's see here. Let's do this.
They had a pretty good creation suite, if I remember correctly. But
it's definitely this game. It was definitely this game. And there it is. There's the game, Mayhem. Yeah, I don't remember playing it very much, but I used it to make the avatars for LTD.
Oh, this wasn't the game that stopped him. It was that brawling game. That street fighting WCW game that killed the games.
Yes. See the background, this thing with the blue shit? Yeah, it's gotta be that. Mayhem.
Yep.
Good call. I'd have never guessed it, but that's the time that I was big in WCW when they did this stupid logo, the weird logo. So,
the star logo?
Yeah, that's definitely where it was.
The ridiculous logo, or as I would call it, the Russo logo.
The infamous Nitro that you had me watch odds is
Yes.
that
these,
that logo that intro.
these Triple Beat, these were Poser. Poser was a 3D. It's called a Poser. Was a graphic program where you could create people, and it was really intricate. This is back in probably 2002, 3, 4, around that time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was way ahead of it. It was a 3D render where it wasn't just here, click and you have this hair, click and you have that. It was a fucking process.
Thank you, Primetime. It's backyard assault. WCW Backyard Assault that killed WCW.
One, yeah.
Thank you.
What's up, Andy?
Thank you, Andy. And Primetime said it too. Thank you to everyone that said that.
Yeah, like I've always tell people, even though I stream games, I'm not a gamer. You know, I play little games.
Even if I am a gamer and I still get things wrong.
That's why I love having so many friends that are gamers that know this stuff. So we're getting to the match card for tonight, and then I'm going to show next week's match card. I'm going to release that. Hi, Tiny.
Hi.
Hello.
So I think this is where we were at before whenever Beat joined and everything. So we were talking about the internet title and changing it because, you know, I don't think the internet will be there in 2100, but with the Wasteland, it's not as prevalent. So I don't know if I want to keep it. I mean, the internet title started out with it was all YouTuber, people that had their own streams. I wanted to have people that had their own companies, whatnot. I wanted to give them a championship, but they evolved. It became the HTTP, which was Hostile Terrain Testing Program, or NXT for a while. So then I put it all together, and the internet title now is like our workhorse title, basically. It is the title that's defended the most. And Caliber fights JP tomorrow, and then Brooklyn Joker fights the winner next week, and then Count and Totes are fighting to see who goes next. So that one's all lined up for a bunch of title shots in the next few weeks. Jester and Cowboy John. Oh, I left the internet title on there. You can tell I just copy and paste the next picture and go over it. So Cowboy John will be happy to know he's holding the internet title for a minute. And Jester, and I want to point something out, and I want you guys to let me know. I talked about it earlier.
The combat title?
Huh? No.
The combat title is just trying to come up with things off the top of my head.
I mean, I had intergalactic title before, and since we do have that as part of the storyline now, that would kind of work. I could bring that one back, and it could still be a workhorse type title, but I'm not sure. I may just keep it the internet title. It doesn't have to match the storyline perfectly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
it doesn't have to. There's always the suspension of disbelief.
The television, that's pretty much what the internet title is. It's our television title.
Well, yeah.
The airwave
we had
title?
the Gladiator title was a single
airwave title would be.
Yeah, I remember when
be different.
The what?
The airwave title. Because I mean, you're on the airwaves. Your Blaze Radio, you could call it
and
the
I like
radio
uniqueness
championship.
too. Like, I'm not to knock anybody who runs a federation, but there's a reason I don't have a United States championship. I don't have an intercontinental. I don't have a universal. I don't not want to use anything that's out there now. Like I was just, I mean, obviously you got to have a world title. That's why, and I use the kingdom type stuff. The monarchy, we have double duchess.
Mm-hmm.
We have mixed monarch. We have battle queen. Like there's a theme there. Tap out princess.
Yeah.
So I want to keep that type of theme. But the internet title was always something a little different. It's the workhorse title, basically.
The radioactive championship.
No, because Rex is radio. I don't want radio.
Oh, good point. Good point.
But that's a good idea. I like the brainstorm.
I've done unique titles before.
Wally, I had steak for dinner.
I went with names of belts that have been around for 150 years.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not knocking anything. I just chose to want to have unique titles. And Wally, I got a present for you, Wally.
I've done it. I've done it before. I've done the unique
ones. For dinner, Wally. I had a Wally ice cream bar for dinner.
Made him regular so he could poop.
So I know, and I keep singing that song. Monster ice cream bar, favorite MW wrestling star. Ice cream ball really. I made some new commercials. One that I made, in the outlook. I really.
Women love to get on and love the feel between their legs. They go orgasmic with the vibration, and when women go outside to ride, they get dirty. The feel of cold metal and leather, women go crazy for when they ride the highway.
So some of that was AI. I would type into Gemini, Google Gemini, and be like, give me a picture of a motorcycle group driving down the road. Then I realized he's talking about women at first, so I had to go back and say, now I need a bunch of women riding motorcycles. And then I Googled a couple video images and found that. But I mean, here's the thing about AI, and I've seen there's some conversations out there where people are like, oh, it's cheating if you use AI and this and that. Not really. And a lot of times Al and Monstar, me and Sean have this conversation all the time.
Depends on what you're using it for.
We'll find, and this is just for eFed, so it doesn't really matter as much. And I'm not taking credit that I created it. And I can create logos by scratch. That 3-ring circus, that's like 5 different logos I put together. The World Tour, the font and stuff is mine. The Get Blaise, like I can create from scratch. But when you can just type in something, and then I'll get 3 images and put them together, like I did for a couple tag team logos and stuff. But when you can say, give me a neon sign that says outlaw, motorcycles, and put it here and then change it. It's sometimes, and if you've done AI stuff, sometimes it takes a couple tries. You got to change that or turn that, or give me a better font or give me a different. So the more detail you get. So I have no problem using AI. It really enhances all of our products.
Oh,
even the songs. I mean,
oh yeah. It just depends on what you're using it for. I wouldn't recommend using it for promos or anything.
Yeah, I'm not out there selling. Now, if you're just doing voice changer, I don't mind that at all. But if you're letting the AI write your promo, that's a problem.
Yeah. That's my thing.
Big time.
So it's like
that was one of my jabs at the very end of the final Chris Knight promo was taking jabs at people that use AI to write their entire promos.
Yeah, and it's tough to. I mean, how can you? I'd hate to be a teacher, like an English teacher nowadays. Because the kids didn't plagiarize and go say, give me, and then I mean, if you're smart about it, you get an AI answer, then you grab like paragraphs from 4 or 5 different ones to try to, you know what I mean? So it's like, and Sean, I'll give you credit. You have gotten really good at those logos, and he knows it's not just type in something and there's your logo. It's a process if you really want to get what you want. And the more detailed, the more adjectives you use. Like if I say I want a bold metallic font, I want it to be green and yellow. If the more specific you are, you're still creating it. It's in your mind. And there's no problem when you're using it for eFeds. I'm not going to fault that.
It's nice to make promo pics with too.
Yeah, and the voice changer, like Sean, he does that voice changer. He doesn't want to use his own voice because his characters are not him. So why would he use his own voice?
Voice changers have been around since at least 2015.
And if you guys have watched the show recently, people who are doing voice promos, I'm putting it on the show. It just enhances the show. The other day to have Ryan Mannion and Totes and do both of their promos, that turned that match into something way better. Because now you got backstory, you got it's not all me. This company is not me. It's all of us. And that makes it even better that I can, like, as much as I love the written promos, if you click that button and just talk for a while, I'm more likely to use that on a show because that's what, like, if you listen to Sean's last one, it was talking about Drum Monkey right before his match. It's Saturday Night's Main Event. It's the music from Saturday Night's Main Event in the background. That's what he was going for. And it was just like, you remember Saturday Night's Main Event where when the guys are coming out, they'd have a little picture in the corner and there's their promo getting ready for the match. I want to do more of that. So I'm encouraging you guys, reach out to people. Even if you have a really good written promo, reach out to someone or find an AI voice thing, turn it into voice. You're more likely to get your promos on the shows if you do voice ones.
Well, it gives another dimension too, because typing doesn't give you emotion like your own voice and a voice changer will do.
Yeah, and a lot of us, including me, have reading deficiencies, so I can't read and comprehend as well as other people.
Yep.
And you guys can convey your characters much better than I can. I mean, I get to know your characters. That's why each of you, all 90 people that are on the roster, I know you personally. I'm not going to use your real names. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to dox you. You got to trust me. But getting to know you, now I know how your character acts. Now I know what to expect from that character and you personally. And that just adds such a new dimension to the company that it's not just me trying to convey what you guys are like. The promos that Mort has dropped, people are like, they get an idea of his character so much more, because if you thought you knew Mort, you'd think it was the old Mort who was always a big heel. But now it's
some of the funnest promos to listen to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Count silly shit that he does. Count does that silly, crazy stuff.
I enjoy doing the video more than just the verbal, because I try to bring my facial expressions into it as well as the voice tone.
And you guys are setting the bar. I mean, the written promos that like Beat and Matt Storm and people had in the past were great. It's phenomenal. When I showed it, like I would put it. That's why another reason why I wanted them to be concise, so I could put it up on the screen. Like I know you guys do that too. I've seen a lot of e-feds where in between matches, there's a picture of the character and there's the written promo on the side. I love that shit. That adds so much more to the show.
I do it all the time.
You do it. Yeah, you do it all the time. You do it phenomenally. And those are ideas coming from that character's mind.
I do verbal promos too with Chris Knight for freaking 15 plus years.
Oh, that's right. We have two breaking news stories during this match card. I forgot to tell you guys. There are two developing stories. One is happening in the back right now that I can't talk about, and another one is not this G6, but the other G6. I got breaking news. Philly Halftime's in the building. What's up, Halftime?
Hey, Philly.
Big shout out to my boy Halftime. He's always doing sports streams and stuff, part of the Hardcore Sports Network. So the Bounty Hunters logo, I totally stole it off the internet. I Googled Bounty Hunters logo, and that was one that I found. It just matched so perfect to the persona.
No problem with that.
That Totes and them use. Like,
no problem with that. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I'm not selling it. I'm not asking for commissions for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not claiming that it's mine. The Rebellion one, that's an AI one. I just needed a Rebellion logo. I was like, give me a Rebellion beat up metallic logo just to put out there. And I didn't need anything special. Some of the logos I want to use on the gear. Some of them I don't use on the gear. You know, it's just, but here's your G6. The winner of this will take on Drum Monkey, Turmoil, and Jester next week. They've held that G6 title since March fucking 29th.
Damn.
So Jester, and it's pretty much one defense a month at least. So you're thinking not March, but April, May, June, July, and maybe minus one because I was sick for 2 weeks. So at least 3 defenses the Wolves Den have had. They're going to take on one of these two teams, whoever wins tomorrow.
Yeah, but at the same time, throughout those 2 weeks, days are days of how long they've held the belts.
Yeah, true. And I could sell, dark show, house shows, dark matches, stuff.
You did matches in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
The old joke of.
I'm flirting with the idea of, since the tag team matches have been better, I'm kind of flirting of a regular G6 6-man tag elimination possibly for next week. I'm not sure yet. Now, if I have 12 or 13 matches, but and I haven't seen as many. I know the tag team matches are a little better, but if I do a 3-on-3, I don't know how long that match is going to take unless I do low hell and 2 finishers or something. You know what I mean? Like I do with ambulance matches.
I can vent, based on, I haven't done normal 6-mans, but based on 24 6-mans like this, it'd probably be about 45 minutes,
so
if
that's
not
why
more.
I would do low health or something. I don't I don't know if I would do 1 fall or elimination because you got all those. I know they can only break it up once, that type of stuff.
Yeah, elimination would be much longer. Ironically,
it actually depends on your sliders. I can get right now. I'm getting for a 6-man match, I'm getting it in like 20 minutes. But I'm getting
That's
lucky.
not bad because I'm not doing it all.
Yeah.
But on the other side of the coin, the G6 Tornado match has an identity.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
is what is with that division.
It is G6 is earn a beatdown is what it is, because it's most likely going to be a 3-on-1 or a 2-on-1 for the most part.
Yeah.
And when you get that rare occasion like we had last week or 2 weeks ago, when it goes down to 2-on-2 and then 1-on-1, it's an anomaly. It's, oh my God, G6 match went to 1-on-1 and 2. So I don't mind keeping it the tornado. Maybe keep it for a special occasion when we do a 3-on-3. And I know I can adjust a couple. I mean, my ambulance and casket matches are great.
If you're gonna do a special occasion 3-on-3, do a 3-on-3 tag elimination. That's blood. That's first blood elimination.
Oh, first blood wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that's a good idea. The KOs take a little longer, you know. And I've also, I don't know if you noticed last night, I now have I have a no exit 1-on-1 match, which is pin only. Because I had conversations with Sean and a bunch of other people. Like 75% of my falls were submission the last couple weeks. I don't know if anyone else recognized it, but I had a show.
I don't know how that. I'm assuming you have to reset their sliders.
Well, I went through every single person's AI attributes, and they're all at 20 to 30 for submission. On my game sliders, my submissions are at 15.
What are their?
But here's the problem.
Actual stats at though. Are
That's
they all
the
at
problem.
100 or?
That's the problem. They're all at 100 for everything. So I would have to go through and make everybody 95 or whatever it would be if I dropped submissions all the way down to 10 or 15.
I'd actually put them at 50 for submissions for both technical and power submissions. I leave those at 50 on my end.
And that's,
because
I
if they're
mean,
higher,
there's nothing stopping me from doing that. The reasoning behind the 100 back in the day was people were cheating.
Yeah.
People were lowering their stats. People were, where you can't see. And here's another thing. I've been in a million feds where it's 90 or 80 or 85 or 95 overall. I'm not stupid. They just lower finisher and signature down to 0.
I have my finishers at 30.
No, not if you.
Not you guys. I'm just saying. I've seen it. People.
I know, but not if you're an upstanding person and know what the fuck you're doing.
No, but that's. I mean, they try to.
Yeah, but they'll do it to game the system.
In gaming,
there are people that always do.
And I know gamers. I'm not a big time gamer, but I know ever since back in the day, everyone's looking for a cheat code. We used to have to get the Nintendo Power book to get the cheat codes. But nowadays, if you give someone an inch, they're going to try to take a mile.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I have to go through movesets and take out the finisher, the people that are spamming finishers the whole way through the moveset. I have to adjust that still. I mean, I've had 5 or 6 people who had all their overall at 100, but they had their AI tendencies all at 100 too, which I get the confusion. Blaise is 100. I'm in 20 feds. Blaise is all 100, so I just put everything in. I get it.
The thing about the AI tendencies is if you put it all at 100, your call is going to get in there and not know what to do. I've seen it. I saw it happen in 23. I downloaded somebody's call. I put her in a match, and she did nothing but lose, and I couldn't figure out why she was losing. I went and I looked at her tendencies, and they were all at 100, and she was... I had put her at net
Plus,
stats.
you want the luchas to be lucha. You want the big guys to not do lucha shit.
And then there's people like Harvey Gibson that has AI attributes at most of them at 0 and somehow fucking wins.
The nicest guy, one of the nicest guys I know is TJ, and he had to take that loss.
I felt so bad.
Luckily, he understands the game. He's not the kind of person to dwell on that. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to be.
I dwelled on it more than anybody because I'm just like,
he's not going to be Matt Storm in the World Championship crybaby bullshit.
Because I'm like, your AI attributes are at 0. How are you doing anything?
I mean, we've dealt with those who couldn't handle losing for a long time. It's like you gotta make. Like people, I mean, I'll use Count Z. I mean, I think he has more fun when he loses than he does when he wins. And that's one of the major keys to call.
Yeah, because that's the thing. When you're a heel, guys, as a heel, you want to lose because you're saying so much shit and you want to get your comeuppance. That's the point of a heel, is getting their comeuppance.
I get it. You don't want to lose, and it sucks to lose. But here's the thing: I don't control who wins or loses. So if you keep saying, "Oh, my guy keeps losing, it's terrible. I don't know what to do," that makes me feel bad. Like, what am I fucking supposed to do? It's not my fault. And as the creator of the show, you're kind of insulting them by doing that. Especially people who have been around for 5 fucking years. You got to understand, play off of it. Like, guys, the guy that has to find a way to win. You know?
Yeah, guys, the game is a coin flip. Whoever wins is a coin flip. It's a tremendous coin flip, and the coin flip is changed and altered with with your attributes and your AI attributes and all those things that you added.
I like being alive. I'll always be a live streamer.
Yeah, it's never going to
Not a knock
change.
on pre-production and stuff. I am a live streamer. I don't want to know who wins. I can't. My mind can't handle sitting here for hours.
There are people, Blaise. There are people that do these edited stuff that also don't want to know.
Yeah. I want to tell you.
We've
right
talked
now,
about it on
I'm
our
not doing
podcast.
cocaine or anything weird. This is an all natural inhalant. This is peppermint. These are all natural. These are phenomenal. If anyone needs like sinus problems and stuff.
Honestly, the first thing I thought of when I saw it was oh, it's a candy cigarette.
Yeah, it could be a tampon application.
I have many stories that I could tell about my family and candy cigarettes, but I can't tell them.
No, when I was a heel, I wanted to win because I was more of that, told you so brutal heel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was very much the egotist, so it was like, I told you had no business being in here with me. Now I proved it. Get to the back of the line because you suck.
So I just remembered. I mentioned this when I talked about Jester and Cowboy, and Jester replied, "Man, it's been a while since I had a singles match. I can't wait." And I felt bad because I try to give you guys singles matches, and it's tough. I know with 90 people, and I want everyone to have a match every week. That's why we have the Blitzkrieg, we have the Crazy Eight, we have the G6 to make up for it.
Out of 90 people, if you did one-on-one matches the entire way, you'd be still streaming
one match a month.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that to you guys.
You'd be still streaming the entire week.
But that's why I do like tournaments where they're all singles matches. So those are when you get more singles matches and stuff. And I feel bad. And I want to do that, but I want to include everybody every week as well. And I don't have anybody I want to get rid of. I have 90 really good people.
But that's the problem with booking anyway. It's like sometimes I leave. I know Beetle knows this too. We leave people off the shows, and we're always sitting there like, man, behind the scenes, we're always sitting there like, man, I feel bad. This person has been loyal to us, and we want to get them on the show, but they don't fit with the storyline.
If you realize you haven't had a singles match in a month, just drop me a DM. You'll get one the next show. Whatever. Or show up to the shows, play roulette, and book your own fucking singles match. You can book whatever you want. So that's part of that. That's my reeling people in. Like, I know everyone can't make the live streams. I'm not saying that. But those who are in the live streams, I know. Those who are responding in the Discord and the other places, I know. And if you look, you're going to tell. Like, for instance, Angelita had a shitload of matches this last couple of weeks because not only did she get booked in matches, she got reward matches. People put her in matches, and she's qualifying for championships. That's part of the game.
Yep.
So it's like, I'm not picking certain people to have those. You guys book most of the shit. You guys are either booking matches or making qualifiers for titles and stuff. And if it so happens someone has 3 matches tomorrow, that's because their character earned it. And I wish I could get everybody in there. I actually added 2 matches for tomorrow. We're going to talk about that here in a second, just to include more people. Now, this one, we got, Angelita's mom here. And I'm glad Angelita's not here. I don't want to put up with her bitchy bullshit right now. But Mordred and Angelita have won their qualifier. Lance and Devin won their qualifier in the 3-ring circus. So the winner of this match will take on Azrael and Diamond next week for the mixed tag champ. I'm really glad the mixed tag has gotten better. Yeah. And I'm going to incorporate intergender a little bit more into it.
Good.
All right. Because I don't like those fucking DQs, number one.
I don't either.
And I'll restart the match if it happens. But I did that 3-way tag that was intergender, and it was phenomenal. Because
that was a great match.
Yeah, those 3-way tags. And I mean, this is the gladiators of the fucking combat kingdom in a pre-apocalyptic wasteland. These aren't typical women. That's like when I started. That's one reason why I didn't want to have a women's division at first. Number one, because Elfie had the women. Number two, I knew how people would be dicks in the chat talking about their looks. And this is not that type of woman. These are just as powerful as the dudes that they can hang with them. It's a different world. So, I mean, and I get it why some people don't like intergender. I'm okay with that too. It's not about, domestic violence or anything. These are not normal people.
No.
These are the exceptions to the rules. Yeah. These are the baddest people on the planet fighting for their lives, basically. So
I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to wrestling stuff, but that's just me.
Me too. And I don't, that's why I don't want to have an intergender. Like, I'm glad that some of you guys out there are having intergender divisions or intergender titles or intergender show completely. I want to watch that, but I only want to use it here and there. You know, it's just, you know,
same.
And once again, if you get down to it, it's a fucking video game. These are avatars. So, you know, it's not,
same. If I'm
actually, it's not Lance Romance beating the shit out of Angelita, you know, in a restaurant or something. You know, it's a fight and they're willing to have it.
I've said it, when I move to games that have intergender, the only thing you're going to get from it is the managers getting their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like Harvey Gibson finally getting power bombed properly by one of the women that he pissed off.
Look at match type right now. If I have this match tomorrow as a mixed gender tag, there might be that crazy DQ, and you're only going to see Lita fight Devin and Lance fight Mordrin. If I have it as a regular tag, our regular tag matches have been phenomenal. Like, I'm doing 20-minute count out, which hasn't been a problem. Or no, I don't even think it's no count out tag. Here's the thing that's really helped me. Number one, discipline. Everybody is 100 discipline or close, or 100% or close to 100 loyal. Here's why. Discipline keeps them in the ring more, and it's working for them.
Yeah,
loyalty
somewhere
make them work better with their tag partners, and that's been working pretty good.
Somewhere between 2K19 and 2K20, they changed aggression to being focusing more on outside.
Yeah, so if you want to be aggressive, it's not really what it is. Discipline, and if you
it's not as it was back in the day.
If you go down to discipline on the top right here, instead of saying this, it'll say keeps them in the ring more, and that's what we've been looking for. So I'm glad to have that. So the mixed gender match tomorrow will be a good one as well.
Then
obviously with 3-ring circus, I want to do triple threats. The idea is 3 is the magic number. 3-ring circus. And I've told this story about it before. When I used to play with my figures, I had 3 rings, and I called it the 3-ring circus. 2 regular rings on the outside, a cage in the middle with a cage on top. So there would 3 matches would start, 2 on the. I wish I could do this in this game. Like, if they gave us full reign with 2 rings and shit like that, I have so many ideas. But the 3-ring circus, I wanted to bring back and use it, you know, triple threat stuff like that. So this will be, and we were talking about it yesterday. Sean said it even in the chat. The triple threat matches are really good in 25. They're really good because you don't have to worry about DQs or countouts. Number one, and they do stay in the ring for the most part, because also, I forget what the actual name of the slider is in AI attributes to keep them in the ring. It's rollout frequency.
Yeah.
I have rollout frequency. Everyone's at 15. Everyone. I went through every single person and put their rollout frequency at 15. Now, because everyone's 100 overall, it does skew it a little bit. But because their AI attributes are at 15, I've seen less people go out of the ring. And you still want some out of the ring. I'll leave that for the lethal matches, for the ladder matches, and shit like that. Stay in the fucking ring. The thing I'm glad it doesn't do that 24 did. Remember this? The little I'm going out of the ring. 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 I'm going out of the ring.
Wait, they actually fixed that?
Yeah, it doesn't do it anymore.
Oh,
I haven't seen it yet.
I stopped doing those because of that.
Because I have no exit. I have a regular no exit 1-on-1, but I was getting over 50% submissions, even with everything lowered. It's probably because the overall is still high too. But anyway, I have now.
You may have to reset the attributes, the sliders.
I have a pin only too. Now I did pin yesterday. I didn't tell anybody, but a couple of those matches were pin only, and they still get in a submission, but they get out of it. You know, now if someone taps, I'll just sell the ref didn't see it. But I'm getting better matches with no exit, pin only. And they're keeping it in the ring. And I'm not going to use that all the time, but for the majority of the one-on-one matches, they've been really good. Here's the only problem, and Neo Extreme pointed this out to me, and I had to make the adjustment. He has a lot of moves off the ropes. And if it's no exit, they don't climb the ropes very much, because you got to go out of the ring to climb the ropes. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the moves they climb from the inside.
None at all.
The ones that go on the apron and climb the top, you're not going to see that at all in a no exit match. And at the same time, I forgot last week that I did the managers, and then when the managers get in the ring, they can't get out because it's a no exit match.
Yeah, because someone throws them in the ring.
But I had so much fun with that because I put both managers, I controlled the managers and sat them on the corner turnbuckles and they watched the match. So it was so much fun. And everyone in the chat was going hilarious. Stop telling me what to do, Monstar. Go fuck yourself. Actually, I'll tell you what to do, Monstar. Go to your Instagram, click on the StreamYard link, and get your fucking ass in here. How about that? All right. So if we got to have a ladies, and you'll see a match next week. Cassie, if you're lurking and jerking, Cassie versus Tiffany 1-on-1 next week. So this match will lead into that next week. I'm trying to do more of that. Like I've used some of the, you guys have seen me try to use some of the promo stuff and the cut scenes and the rivalry actions, but you only get so many. So I'm trying to do some, like this match will lead to another match next week. I've done that here and there for a couple people with Dragonheart and Dubs. When Dragonheart broke Dubs' arm and got the win on the submission, I immediately booked them in a triple threat next week, and they're going to be 1-on-1 again the following week, because then you see more on the rivalry if you let it play out longer. You'll get more options for the rivalry.
The way it's worked.
I actually have to get going, Blaise. I got to work in the morning.
Okay. So. Thank you for stopping.
Have a good night, Cass.
No problem.
Love you.
Night, Cassie.
Love you. Happy
Later, Cassie.
birthday.
Thank you. And it's you know, some of them are shit. Some of them they don't. You know, the rivalry action never happened, or you know, you don't get entrances because they're already in the ring, or you know, some of them aren't that great. Like I've gone through every single one, being like, would I use that? Would I use that? And there's not a lot I would use, but I've tried them out the last few weeks. And it does add more to it. You know, when someone pretends to walk out and comes back in the ring or shoves the ref, you know, some of those things you don't see all the time.
Maybe it's just me getting used to it. I've become numb to the entrances not happening.
Yeah. Well, I'm an entrance. I'm an entrance guy. I want to hear your theme song and do your. I'm a ring announcer.
I do too. But with how long those cutscenes have been like that, which is pretty much
they're all pretty much the same ones.
It's
long.
guys. Universe mode has not changed since SVR 2011 when it began. Yeah. It has very limitedly changed. It's very much different, but all the cutscenes, some of them are exactly the same.
Yeah. So Redneck Avenger Turmoil and Vipero will be the second 3-ring circus triple threat match tomorrow.
Yeah, Universe mode just needs a complete overhaul.
And when I go over the match cards for next week, I got a lot of title qualifiers and stuff too, because I got to fill up a Crazy 8 and a Blitzkrieg title match for next week. So I'm going to show that here in a second. So Tap Out Princess Championship. Unfortunately, Morge already booked next week, like 3 times. You'll get your opportunity. I know you want those titles.
What's the 4th? I've done 4 in one night. What's 4 in a week?
So Lita was second place
twice on Sunday
in the Gift of Gab finals, but that did earn her this title shot. So Lita versus Whisper submission only tomorrow. I got to remember to use the no exit submission match that I have, because then you get a count out in the fucking submission match, which those work really well too. Here's the new match that I just booked. These are a bunch of people that weren't booked tomorrow, but I figured most of them are people who have been at a show this week, and I wanted to reward them. So I had a stack of people who weren't booked tomorrow, and I was looking through, haven't seen you. You're here. You DM me. That's how I book matches sometimes, people. Yeah. So if you're in a Crazy 8 match every week for a month, maybe show up to a show or drop me a DM. You're not being involved as much. Take it as a hint.
No matter what show it is, that's how you also stay on the roster.
I have to do it. So if I haven't seen you in a while, sometimes I'll drop you right off the roster until I see you again.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a list of people who I haven't seen since 25 came out. I don't miss them. I mean, I don't hate them. I miss them. I love them, but I have a full roster.
That's not what you said at first.
I can't pick and choose. So it's like, you know, there's a handful of people who never got a hold of me, and
it's like, I don't miss them. Son of a bitch. Damn.
Well, I talked about that earlier. When I went through this stack of people who aren't on the roster anymore, there are some who I don't miss, and I would never bring back. And it's nothing personal for the person who controls the character. They don't play well with what I do.
Yeah,
I know some of those.
So I
I know some of them too.
Now Shamrock just earned his way into this match with a win last night. There was 3 of them. Gav and Dragonheart, they were qualifiers. So I needed 3 more people because I had 17 and I needed a 20 to have a Rumble. Now, I know Rumbles, you don't want to be in Rumbles all the time because there's 20 people here, but 19 are going to lose. One's going to get a Blitzkrieg title shot.
Oh, I don't mind Rumbles.
But it's inclusion. You weren't even booked tomorrow, but since you showed up this week, I'm going to book you. So I mean, so try to understand that the booker's not trying to put you in these matches all the time. Or if you are, DM me. Maybe there is something. So I found out.
I only mind Rumbles because I can never win them.
Yeah, there were 8 ladies, and I think I forgot to take I think I have this match in here twice, but there were 8 women that weren't booked tomorrow. Very active women that were here. So I put them in a crazy 8 match. Lashana, Hot Fire. Now Rose and Jen have a feud going on. So that's going on in there. Laura just fought Puppet not long. Wait a minute. Puppet's not going to be in this match.
Nope.
Puppet just got attacked in the back.
Yep.
Puppet just got the shit kicked out of her by 3 women. This match is now a Rumble.
Bye, Puppet.
Puppet just got beat up really badly.
The puppet got broken
by 3 women.
Who broke the puppet?
3 women who not even associated with each other, but they were all in the back and decided to take out the Puppet. So Puppet is out of this match. Butterfly, Witcher, they used to be in a tag team, so they got history. Lashana's been beaten she's won her last 3 matches. One was over Rose and Jen when Rose and Jen's feud started. So who are these 3 women that are now going to turn this crazy 8 into a 10-woman Rumble? Welcome Lady Devil, Dallas Cole, and Carmen Gonzalez.
Nice.
So, and I realized they weren't booked. They already had a match this week, but I wanted to add them. So, Odds, you can tell your girl Carmen, she is now in this match with these ladies. It'll be a 10-woman Rumble.
Oh, I'm assuming she probably knows.
If I would go back, and this isn't just for Matt, it's for everybody. If I would go back to every Rumble that I've done and work out percentages of how many times people have won Rumbles, everyone will be at like 10%, 3%, 4%, 5%. Because we've done
do one of those the Math Matters videos.
But here's the thing.
Don't ask Kelly. He'll tell you that he's never won a Rumble.
To me,
or he'll tell you that he won that intergender Rumble.
But what does that do when you do win a Rumble? It makes it even more special.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean,
It really does.
I'll put it this way, Blaise. We've talked about how long my career has been.
And Mordrin froze. Jamar, what's happening, man? So, you like being in Rumbles, and
I had a moment there.
Most of the time, it's in.
Hopefully, I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
You're back.
Yeah, you're back.
You're back.
Most of the time, it's because I wanted to get you in a
We've all
match.
talked about how long my career has been. In my entire career, not just LTD.
You've never
my
won a Rumble.
entire career. I can count them all on one hand.
Yeah, or maybe him. And that should be expected. I mean, if you've been in call for a while, you should kind of understand that by now. So this will now be a 10-woman Rumble.
Oh, trust me, it's a very easy thing to know.
So now we have an answer to a question from last night. A lot of people were wondering. I think it's the next match. Let me look.
Got to make sure.
Yeah. A lot of people were wondering what happened with Firestar. She's a G6 champ, but she turned to her dark side and left that G6 championship behind when she walked out. So what was going to happen? I thought of Goddess and Cougar versus Patty and Emily. Tag team for the G6 titles. Shulky will have to sit out of it. But then we had a little occurrence last night where Diamond Sky got whispered to after she lost. And that whisper, which I didn't say what it was she will be joining Emily and Patty on Team Lanale to defend those titles. Now, she will not have the title. Only Patty and Emily have the championship. Diamond hasn't earned it yet. But she has agreed, and Emily and Patty has agreed to bring Diamond on. Now, we go back to here. Diamond was already in a three-way tag. She was already in a G6. She was going to be borrowed for a while, but we've shuffled it a little bit. And now That's why. Let me get the comments off. Angelita, Carmen, and Laura are now a tag team. And Diamond will now be a tag team with Patty and Emily. And she will fight with them. If they win, she will be the G6 champ. But the Deadly Divas probably have other plans. So this will be fun. Shalky, I didn't want to not have Shalky fight, though.
And I applaud Sky for this because Lita is her mentor and teacher, and she has always told Sky, if a team or anybody needs your help and they have an opportunity, you go help. And that's exactly what Sky did. Of course, she asked Lita, hey, you won't be mad. And of course, Lita was like, no, go help. That's what I'm teaching you to do. So I applaud those two ladies and doing exactly what, she's taught and what Sky has learned is to go help. I applaud them. I'm like,
yep. And behind the scenes, I did work this out with everybody individually and made sure it was copacetic and it would work out. And then we did the angle. I didn't even know I was going to do. Last night it was impromptu to have, Diamond get whispered to and be like, wait a minute. What was that whisper about? I wanted to keep you guys guessing, but now it is officially Diamond, Patty, and Emily versus Cougar, Goddess, and Shalky.
Such a great way to keep people guessing.
Yeah, I just said, what did she whisper? And I don't. Some people might have put it together that Firestar left her title the last show. If you were following along, I don't do a lot of story because I have 90 fucking people. It's tough, but I'm trying to do more mini stories here and there.
It's not like you can do cutscene. You can do proper cutscenes like I try to do.
That little mini story tied together all the shows this week. Firestar left the title behind, then the whisper the next night. What are they? So now we have a new team, and I do have a new outfit for Cougar, Goddess, and Shalky to come down to, matching outfits. And now you can see Diamond even has a Lanale outfit on there, silver and purple Diamond style. So they'll have matching outfits too, but Diamond will not have the championship coming down. But if she wins, then she'll be crowned and get a G6 title. So that worked out pretty cool, and I'm excited about that match tomorrow.
Me too.
These are 10 of the 13 people that were not in the 3-ring circus. This match, they had 2 matches this week. They weren't in the 3-ring circus, so I booked them in a regular match, and I booked them in this. This will be for a Blitzkrieg title shot. So JP, Austin, Jeff, Logan, Mike, Michael, Hawkins, Jamar, Neo, Rick, and Sly. I gave people about a week to pick a category for a 3-ring circus. Some people I put in certain ones, but if they didn't reply, I was still going to put them in something.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get there, man, because I'm about to talk about next week's. I'm going to officially release next week's match card here in just a moment. Oh, shit.
I thought he was going to say he's going to officially release talent. I'm like, holy shit, live?
If I could, I would. There's where I knew I had that match in there. There's the same match. And then we come down to the big matches. The Battle Queen Championship, SJ Ray. And I'm going to play these 2 promos because her promos were phenomenal. SJ does use the voice changer thing. She basically did what production e-feds do and put together like all these back scenes together and make. I love that shit. Like that takes time. So big respect.
Yes, it does.
X7. It's a 1-minute commercial, but it's probably took a while to do.
I know feds that take a week just to put one match together.
And I didn't want Gift to Gab to be best promo wins the tournament. It's a promo boost tournament. So the game's still going to decide who wins. It doesn't mean that SJ was the best promoer and Matt was, but they got to the finals from them, whether it was to get in with the promo, to advance with the promo, to get back into the second chance with the promo. So the promos were very valuable, but the game still decides the winner. So, and I'm glad you guys play along with that because I'm not deciding it. But this is some of the work that she's done that earned her way through here.
Okay, girls, you had a great match, but we need you to pull double duty tonight.
Our rainbow power is fading.
Kawaii energy is depleting.
Sounds like you need new Big Chirp energy. SJ, are you okay?
Hi, SJ.
Chirp, yeah. You two need Big Chirp Energy Elixir New Flavor Cotton Candy Burst. Oh, I love the texture.
I love the flavor.
And 200 milligrams of caffeine. You can drink 2 to reach the safe caffeine limit.
Now show him the power of Rainbow Warriors.
You got the in-game action in there too. It's kind of cool. Here it comes! What is Venus?
Big flavor.
Big energy. Big chirp.
A commercial and a promo all in one. And she kind of tied the second one into the Gift of Gab stuff and even include her tag team partner Devin. And SJ Ray, I mean, she's got her own personality and persona. I mean,
oh yeah,
she's really created it and just jumped right in and dove in. I mean, I watched
phenomenal
her
with promos. Phenomenal.
I watched her in other feds and noticed it first. You know, I saw her in a couple other feds and be like, that's really good shit. So I reached out to some people that knew the handler and the character and everything, and really good stuff. And what that does, when you see those videos and the voice promo, it steps up the game of everybody, and I love it. Here's the second
184, 185, 186.
Do a barrel roll. Stop scream.
Sup, my dude? Got your boring old protein powder on hand, I bet.
Where did you come from, and why does it sound like you're trying to sell me something?
New from the Big Chirpin Lab comes
got
Big Chirp
Riley's
Energy
voice in
Elixir
there.
Whey Protein.
Leave me alone, SJ. I don't want any of what you're selling. Let me get back to my workout.
With 60 grams of protein, Big Chirp Whey Protein Powder is instantized.
I said I don't want it. Leave me alone.
It also has BCAAs, whatever that means, immune system boosters, and supports quick post-workout recovery.
You always do this, SJ. You need to stop.
Dude, it's perfect for post-workout, as it boosts recovery time and comes in vanilla and chocolate
SJ,
flavors.
you always do
Come
this
on,
when I'm
Deb.
working out.
Big
Why
Chirp
can I
is
never
backed
get
by
any
food
second
science.
of peace with you, SJ?
Burns
You
fat quicker,
are
promotes
absolutely
muscle growth.
out of
2 scoops
control.
butter pecan
All I'm trying to
bang.
do is work out.
Backed by
All I'm
science,
trying
Deb.
to do is get my
Food.
time in and
Science.
vent my frustrations
Deb,
that I have with
60
the
grams
world
of
through
protein,
working out,
BCAAs,
and
Deb.
you keep
A
interrupting me
post-workout
with
Deb.
all this stupid nonsense.
So I could put you down for 1 container of chocolate?
No!
All right, we go in vanilla.
Ah!
And
Wow.
now their tag team is called Big Chirp Energy now, obviously, is SJ and Devin.
I finally figured out how they did that, by the way. That is really cool how they use that stage to set up the gym and everything.
Top notch.
That's cool. That is
Now you got a better
it's a stage or mods.
You have a better
Oh, no,
idea. I
it's
think it was a
stage.
modded arena that won arena, but it gives SJ such a more of a persona, and now you got a little more with Riley's little brother, sister Devin Wolf yelling. What's up, Daisy? Daisy's
Damn
gonna
that
make
little
her
brother.
return soon. I guess I'm gonna have to create you, Daisy, right? Because I created you last time. I had a lot of fun creating you.
I'm gonna say that's cool.
Yeah, I'm a big Spider-Man
That's
fan,
very
so I like making
interesting,
Daisy Spider. It is cool, Jamar. It's like that. It adds so much more of a dynamic to it. I don't have the time to do that shit, but if you guys can do it and do it, fucking great, go for it. But SJ has earned her right to fight the Battle Queen tomorrow. We'll
I don't
see
use
if-
AI or voice changer just because I'm finicky.
That's
and
fine.
just
Everyone has their own
I
preferences.
have. I just like using my actual voice.
And then we have
Or
and me.
try to do
I'm a
voices
voice,
like
I'm a
Harvey
voice
Gibson.
guy. I can change my voice a little bit and do some.
That's how I'm able to do Harvey Gibson, but
some
but very,
different
but very finicky.
I mean, if you
I
can
hold
and
it
you
for a
can
little
do
bit.
a woman's voice or a deep voice and stuff, do that. I mean, if you want,
I can't do a woman's voice.
too, that's fine.
I can
too.
do a man's voice.
So Matt Storm, who's the former world champ, has walked up and earned his right through promos and in the ring to finally get his chance at Mordrin once again. So we'll see who walks out of the Gift of Gab 3 finals, finally earning his spot. Ironically, he fights the guy that he beat in the finals. So that it keeps the story going as well. And I've always wanted, every year when this game comes out, I go, I'm going to do a universe mode and I'm going to let it book everything and let the rivalries run out and see what happens. And it takes me like 1-2 months worth of the calendar, and I'm like, fuck this.
Trust me, I am doing one. It never is something that you want to sit there and be like, oh, this is going to be something that I'm going to be
We're only a couple years away from that sandbox, guys. I'm keeping the faith. I think within 5 years, we're going to have a game where we can say, pick this cutscene, put it here. This one, put it before here. Promo, and then a match. And you have to just rearrange whatever we want.
We had it.
I know.
We had it. It was called Story Designer.
THQ.
No, it was Story Designer. We had Story Designer. Technically, 2K had Story Designer. It was in the PlayStation 3 versions for a while they were doing the PlayStation 3 versions.
You can technically do that, by the way, by using the rivalry cutscenes.
I know free mode. Free
mode.
Sometimes it doesn't happen, and then most of the cutscenes, like you guys have the same ones, and they're boring. They're not the one I really like when someone comes to ringside, sits in the chair, and that's a great cutscene.
Yep.
You can build off of that, but there's not. And then some of the ones that are really good, you have to wait till the rivalry has lasted.
Yep.
5 or 6 matches before you can get to those, which that would be the first step. Open all that up for us. Let us pick whatever cutscene we want. They're very close to what we want.
Yeah. Well, that's my secret to how I get the scenes where they walk out with the belt and they're holding it up and it's the actual belt and not the WWE belt.
Yeah.
I use universe mode for those recordings, but that's all I use it for.
And then a lot of people
Otherwise,
they do screen grabs from My Rise because it's backstage interview stuff. And I think SJ probably might have grabbed some of that from some of that stuff, because you got that they're talking in the back. Like, I don't want to dwell too much on it, but I just remember, 2K19 where we can fight in the back, go down, and
but the sad thing is, 2K has already made it clear they don't. They've heard the requests of Story Designer. They don't understand why people want it.
Well, like I said, I've said this ad nauseum. I don't want to dwell on it anymore. I want to talk about the match card coming up next week. Until they get 2 or 3 games that are competition, I don't think you're right. You're right, Odds. They don't see why they should add it to the game right now. But if we get one of the Virtual Basement UPW or something that comes out with another game that has like a story designer or something a little more, it might force their hand a little quicker, is all I'm saying.
It might, but at the same time, you don't. These games have graphically done so much improvements that at this point, any type of graphical difference, people will just be like, that's a downgrade.
Yeah, I know. And I don't want to get into that rabbit hole, which we all feel the same way. We want the game to improve. That's pretty much, we want to have the sandbox where we can edit it a little more, or make it look like what we want. And I think we're going to get there at some point in time.
We've done that. We've said that constantly on the Call Shop podcast.
Yeah, you guys talk it all about it all the time.
We brought it up constantly.
We're getting closer.
So let's
more Story Designer talk on future Let's Talk Call Shop podcasts.
Let's talk about and release the brand. For those who check the website frequently, they probably already know the match card for next week, but I haven't posted it in the Discord yet, so this is pretty much the release of the new schedule for next week. Obviously, we have the match card. Let's see if I can make this just a little bit bigger. There we go. Unfortunately, it makes the banner bigger at the bottom, but you can see. So, and Wix is a free website, so I only use it for a couple pages in your roster pages. But all right, so we got Eliminator. Let me make it a little smaller here so we can see maybe the whole. There we go. So, Eliminator is Tuesday. Digital Dog and Lance Romance. I can't wait for it. Those are 2 big sons of bitches fighting each other there. And then Blitzkrieg title shots. You see Mannion and Hacksaw. Ryan and Sam, I made them a tag team because I have a private chat with them. When they were feuding, they were doing so good making promos together and playing off of each. Like they would post the promo and they would talk about it. And then they would do the response promo. So like they've been working so well together. I threw it out there. I was like, listen, I'm going to do something pretty much towards the end of your feud where you guys are forced to be a tag team because you work so well together. I want you guys to work as a tag team. They were all about it. And then I had the 4 members of the Bounty Hunters attack them, which will come back in September for another story that I don't want to get into, but you guys will love it. Hacksaw and Mannion work so good together now as a tag team. They're doing promos, dual promos, which we haven't seen very much with tag teams. Like they will do, I'm in the ring and you're in the ring, and here's my promo working off of yours. So big shout out to Sam and Ryan, who are across the world. Sam is in Israel and Ryan's here in the States, and they find time on the Discord in that group chat to make that shit work. It's phenomenal. I told you Cassie is going to fight Tiffany again, so that feud will continue and see what happens. And then I tried to work in some more singles matches so you guys have them. So Miles and Neo for a Crazy 8 title shot. We got a 4-way for a title shot. Here's that rematch with Dragonheart and Dubs because of the broken arm storyline. Dragonheart got another win, but it wasn't over Dubs last time, so they're going to fight inside of a Blaze cell. And then look at this, Joker. I got my team. He won roulette and said he wanted to do a War Games and for me to pick my team. He picked some big ballers in black. He got Atticus and Storm and Caliber and Joker. Great. So I got Jesse Jackhammer. I got Primetime. I got Wally. And I brought my boy Shmoo. So that'll be really – and Shmoo's going to be the anchor too. So that's going to be interesting there. Then we're going to go to Redneck Ranch. Obviously, when you win Stable War, you get an arena made after you. So I've always wanted to bring back the Redneck Ranch, one of my favorite arenas. And it'll be back next week in RA's hometown of San Antonio. He'll headline fighting against one of his Cowboys from Hell teammates, Austin, JP Cowboy John and Shadow Press. That will start a very interesting storyline too, going forward. Mitty, you missed the show while I was off. Hey, rewind. You can see pictures of me as a baby if you want. Witcher and Whisper, and then here's that. This will be Count versus Totes for an internet title shot, and Shulky versus Firestar as well. And this is a feud. This last week, this match was supposed to happen this week, and I did a cutscene, and the cutscene put Shmoo in the match against Gunner. I didn't know if it was one of those cutscenes where Shmoo comes out, but then he doesn't fight, someone else does. So I let it play out, and the match was booked as Rick versus Gunner. But when I picked that cutscene, then it was Shmoo, and then Gunner Rick wasn't part of it. So I just made it into a story.
Yeah, Universe Mode does that a few times. Yeah. I don't know why.
So now they have an opportunity here to fight each other and keep that little feud going. So I got a bunch of little mini feuds. Plus, I'll go into each show and I'll add the rivalry action, for them. Now we can't progress really late, but unless I really keep a feud going for a long time. But I can't do that because I want you guys to get title shots too. You know what I mean? So if I keep someone in a rivalry match feud for a month and a half, you're not going to get a title shot at anything. And I don't want to do that with anyone. So I kind of try to work around it. Shamrock got the last roulette last night. He booked SJ Ray versus Molly. SJ Ray will find out if she gets a full-time roster spot. We kind of pretty much know where that's going to go. Laura Wells in Dallas. Iron Taylor and Kyle Graves, those are right here. There's your LIT class. It's only 5 people, but we will make the decision if they go full-time at this show. Roberts and Hawkins were former tag team partners. They're going to fight for a Crazy 8 title shot. Stompy is back. He is thrilled to be back. Stompy's one of the greatest dudes that I've met on this platform. He had a show for a while, then he stopped, then he came back. His shows are hilarious, are really funny. Dub is his company now that I've been promoting for him. And he was one of the first ones when I was calling it digital wrestling that went on his channel and did nothing but call it digital wrestling. This is like 4 years ago. So I got a lot of respect because he helped me kind of get that term out there a little more. And he'll fight Mr. Amazing, who are 2 basically newer wrestlers. Mr. Amazing is graduate from the LIT 6 class last year. Stompy just returned. Puppet will return next week. And she got to fight Devin Wolf. Here's a really good women's tag team match. Jaden Carey versus Goddess and Cougar. Here's a Crazy 8 title shot match, and some people who need to be a little more involved. Let's leave it at that. And then Mavericks versus Sly Cooper, a Crazy 8 title shot, which will be very interesting to see how it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
3-ring circus next Saturday. This is a mega card because there's a ton of title fights.
Whoa.
Joker will fight for the internet title. And this is where all the end of the 3-ring circus is. All the title shots will finally get it. And 3 is the magic number. So we got 3 women's tag teams fighting for this. It'll be one of those three-way elimination matches. We'll find out who the Wolves Den fight tomorrow. And then these are people that are already qualified for Blitzkrieg, and we got 6 spots left. And then I can't wait for this. I put it out there. You guys could pick tag team, mixed tag, G6, or be in the triple threat briefcase match. The winner of this, obviously it won't be a ladder match because there's 10. I wanted 10 people wanted in it, so I'm just going to do a rumble. I could do 2 5-way ladder matches and then 1 ladder match, but I'm not very big fan of multi-person ladder matches.
Yeah, they're hit or miss.
Yeah.
They're much better as one-on-one.
Yeah. Like the ladder match we had last night was great. Like the one-on-one ladder matches can be really good. TLC one-on-one, really good. When you have 6 or 7 in a ladder match.
Depending on the game, the ladder matches can be good.
Yeah, with those 5 or 6 man ladder matches, they're jumping off the top of the ladder. It's gonna be a 30-minute match or so. And I want inclusion. This ironically enough,
or with multi-man matches, one person can climb the ladder, grab the briefcase, while everybody around him is staring up at him like, maybe we should stop. Maybe we should stop him.
Yeah, it's hard to sell those too. But if the match has been brutal for a while, like last night, the other one was sitting in the corner, she couldn't get up. So it worked out good. Triple threat tag for the world tag titles. Ironically enough, Jeff, who's the lethal champ, Mordrum, was second in Gift of Gab, which earns him technically a match against his tag team partner for the lethal title. So that'll be interesting.
That will be interesting.
We'll find out Sky and Black who they'll fight tomorrow with the semifinal. Jesse and Cody are already qualified. We'll have more of those. And then down here, same thing, triple threat briefcase. So, Kelly, Diamond, Patty, SJ, Ray. This was pretty much like a Discord gauntlet. It was first come, first serve. In the Discord and in the live chats, I gave people all week to let me know which category they wanted to be in. And that was kind of fun, something different. You choose what category you want to be in this month to go for a title shot. If you want singles title, go for the briefcase. So this will be very interesting to see who gets a triple threat briefcase. Now for the women, it will be Battle Queen, and it'll be, how did I decide it? Battle Queen, because we now have mixed tag, G6, and double Duchess. So they got 3 different tag to decide from. So I think I went Battle Queen, obviously, because you're going to want to shot at the top title. And then you pick any 2 of the other ones. So it's going to be 3 title shots. But if you want to go mixed tag and G6, you want to go tap out Princess and tag, it's up to you. Win, you got the power. So you'll get 3 title shots. It's your
You got the power.
For the men, I was thinking, because not a lot of people are going to pick Crazy 8 or Blitzkrieg, unless that's what the 4th one they need for Grand Slam or something, right? So it's going to be world title, internet, and lethal, top 3 titles, all singles. So I think that's the first time for the triple threat title too, because I normally say tag or G6, internet and world, or tag world, and I normally mix it up. But this time, you will get a shot at all 3 singles titles. What's up, Jake? Good to see you.
Hey, Jake.
So that'll be fun. And once again, I just wanted to pull up. Well, you guys voted for it. So before we do at the end of the day, you guys voted for, it's tied. We need one more vote. It's tied. Well, we'll just play 2 shifty commercials. How about it? We'll be right back with our at the end of the day comments after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Midnight Hobo presents Real Hobos of Genius.
Real hobos of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer.
Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer.
Last night you had the enchilada combo platter. This morning the 3-cheese omelet with broccoli. This afternoon, you're a ticking time bomb. Because of you, a simple elevator ride is suddenly a 42-floor plummet into the very bowels of hell.
Take my breath away.
Who did it? Who cares? Sweet mercy, please, just someone light a match.
Sweet, sweet mercy.
So crack open an ice-cold midnight hobo, old ninja of the nasty. And while you're at it, crack open a window, you nasty-ass son of a bitch.
It's a silent killer gas pasture.
Midnight Hobo Brewing Company, Desperation, Nevada.
Jesus, this commercial stinks.
I had so much fun making that.
Yeah.
I had so much fun making
Freaking
that.
hilarious.
That was none of it's AI. That was all Google images.
Mhm.
And I literally went word for word. Now, that one I believe is that the one that it's literally a Bud Light commercial.
Yeah, it's
word for word.
Yes,
That's
the real Men of Genius.
So I think that was, I'd have to ask Shifty or Great Red Dragon. That might have been the first one, and they made their own version of it. And then they did the other two, which are good too. Who was the other one you guys also voted for? Oh, this is Gavin Rex's favorite one.
Midnight Hobo presents Real Hobos of Genius.
Real hobos of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Perverted Trenchcoat Flasher Guy.
Mr. Perverted Trenchcoat Flasher Guy.
With your dark sunglasses, fedora hat, and hairy legs sticking out of the bottom of your trench coat, nobody could ever know what you were about to do.
How you doing?
On the lookout for hot, sexy women that you could never bed in real life, or maybe some kinky stuff with that old granny sitting at the bus stop. You don't discriminate.
You can look, but you can't touch.
The pressure is on. It's time to perform as you jump in front of those unsuspecting ladies and rip open your trench coat.
I was in the pool. I swear to God, it's bigger when it's warm.
So here's to you, Mr. Perverted Trenchcoat Flasher Guy. Until you came along, never had someone done so much with so little.
Mr. Perverted Trenchcoat Flasher Guy.
Midnight Hobo, Chernobyl Bottling Company, Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
What a perv. Wish I thought of that. Intercourse.
Real city. Intercourse. real city. Just to find the one with I had to match up the words. So I had to find one with hairy legs. And yes, my Google search history has Flasher Guy in it. And
an interesting history for if the police ever search your history.
Yeah, the funniest one is the little toy, because that toy is one that it opens its thing when you press the button. But to match up the words and find images for all that was a blast. So I had a lot of fun.
Oh, I bet it was.
and that's before I didn't use any AI for that one too. That was fun. I do want to play one more that I created. I did all the other ones. We did the new ones earlier. The Jesse Jackhammer one's great. I think I want to play that one again.
Everybody, welcome to the Shag Hotel. Women love the wood, and pleasure is guaranteed. So come on down to the Shag Hotel. Tell your friends, and don't forget to bring protection.
That's the Jackhammer's Shag Hotel, where everyone can jack it and get hammered. Haha, we service everyone with whatever services are required. Just come to the back door and knock 3 times. That's what she said. That's the Jackhammer Shag Hotel. It's shagalicious, shagadocious. It's shag-tastic. Shag Hotel. Get there now and get off.
Welcome to the Shag Hotel. Guaranteed.
I love that one.
Gosh, sing it.
Thank you, AI. Those were all AI images. And the one, it was so cool because I didn't realize until I was making the slideshow that one was a picture of the hotel and then one had the light on it. So it looks like the light comes on at the end. And I know I can mix GIFs into them. I mean, I use regular, I use Windows Photo Legacy just to make videos. It's just very simple.
Wow.
Very simple. And I threw the one with the can opening was a little GIF, and I should have used more GIFs because I could sit there and do video stuff too, but the slideshow do it enough justice, and to bring those commercials to life so you can actually see it is always fun. Yeah, I don't. Blaise's FBI agent is like, oh lordy,
yeah,
doozy here.
I love that comment.
So
I read that during the commercial. I was laughing my ass off.
So the Pro Lurkers one that I did for Goddess was fun. Monstar did the ice cream bar one and everything. Shooter Carnegie. So I want to do more of those. Oh, one more.
The Witcher welcomes you to the Witch's Brew Emporium. Are you feeling like something is not right in your life? Need that special someone to give you attention? Perhaps guidance on the future? Or maybe feeling lonely and want to speak to one you lost? Then come to the Witch's Brew Emporium, where you can get answers to your questions you need answered to in the mystery of the clairvoyant. So let me guide you and come experience the psychic world here in the Witch's Brew Emporium. You won't regret it, but someone will. That's the Witch's Brew Emporium. Open Mondays through Saturdays from 6 to 6 for 6-hour sessions. Sundays off for sacrifices.
Feeling hexed? Life a mess? We've got the cure for your witchy stress. From moonbeam drops to batwing stew, just chant our name. Witch's brew, just brew. Just chant our name. Witch's brew.
That was a group effort for that one. Witcher sent me a script. I edited the script, added some stuff to it. I did the voiceover, obviously. I wanted to be a little crazy and And then Monstar did the jingle at the end. Monstar made the AI jingle at the end. And then some AI images and some regular images of Witcher. So Witcher gave me the idea, and I ran with it.
I love that old horror movie or horror TV show or commercial, freaking spooky voice.
And I had to find music in the back, so I went to YouTube and I had to find some kind of music. I may have done a Sunu song for that. I'm not sure. I may have done, hey, I want a creepy jingle music background or something, and got that. But I may have found it. I think I may have just Googled, went to YouTube and found the non-copyright one or something. But it adds so much when you have. So I got tons of commercials now. It's kind of great. I mean, we even have this one.
We are interrupting your regularly scheduled commercial for me. Hello, everybody. I am your commentator, Rod's Cornet. And I'm here to talk to you about something that I am very passionate about. The Let's Talk Call Shop podcast. Me, my friend Beetle, and Samurai are doing our own podcast. And it's been going pretty well so far. I've been doing this hobby for 15 years. Whether it's call wrestling or digital wrestling, whether it's live shows or edited. And all three of us have our own experiences with this hobby. So we talk about it all. We talk about every nook and cranny of this hobby, as well as we talk about what we want to see in the future games. So if you want to listen to a cool podcast, why don't you check out on the Triple Beat YouTube channel, the Let's Talk Call Shop podcast, or check out my channel and look at the playlist. See you then. Peace. The best version of that commercial.
Oh, yes. Of course you're gonna say it. Well, it's a little long. It's a minute and a half. Commercial spots are normally 30 seconds or 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk a lot.
I know. I'm just saying, the other commercials I played were a minute and a half too. So as long as the commercials are less than 2 minutes, I'm cool with it. That's a good. But hey, R-Man, we do have a logo for R&R. So your tag team has a new custom logo. Hey, everyone. I mean, if you want, Jesse. Same thing with Jesse. He sent me his audio. and then I just added a little tag at the end. You add the tag at the end, and then put music to it. Then all kinds of good stuff, you know. So if anyone's out there, like I know Morgan's working on one, a couple other people, you can either give me an idea, give me a script, or give me the whole damn commercial. I don't care how it is, but that's one of the things where, and you guys know it too, because you guys use commercials and stuff too. It adds so much more. Not only sometimes you're promoting, like that's a promotion for you guys, and that's what means the most. But it makes it feel like you're watching a TV show more when you commercials for a minute.
Actually, when I started commercials, I think it was because of you. I think you said that the '80s commercials don't get copyrighted.
If you go back far
on
enough,
your show on your stream one time, I'm like, really?
It's
like, let me grab these.
There was a law that was passed, I forget the exact year, but I think before that, 91, 92 or something. I looked it up when I was doing wrestling sets and stuff like that, and I wanted. Actually, I was doing a whole show on Music Network all old commercials. So I looked up and there was a law that was passed. Late 90s, I forget when it was, but it was like anything like before that in the 80s and stuff, majority of it. Now I've still got hit for a couple that I got from old, like it was a WCW one or a WWF. It was WWF LGNs, I think, and I got hit for that one. But I have these ones that are old. I'll play just for
He-Man. Who's the big guy with the muscles?
He's He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe.
Who's the big guy with the muscles? But that one not copyright, and this one, and I was a big He-Man and Transformers were my favorite.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers.
So yeah, I won't get hit for those.
Yeah, me, you and our buddy Monk would love each other. He's a big Transformers fan.
I like Monk. Yeah, I like his shows. His shows are fun.
Yes, it is.
And then a lot of people don't even know what this is, but back in the day, we had TV Guide.
The fun, all the shows A to Z and the facts. What's behind what you see? TV Guide, the whole world of TV. That's entertainment. The stars.
Yeah, they don't make commercials like they used to, man.
Yeah, back in the day. What's funny is to me is that a lot, as far as I know, a lot of the old wrestling game commercials I don't get hit for.
I need the video for that, Mitty. The voiceover I did for your book, I need that. I'm gonna make a video commercial for that too. That was fun. She asked me to do the voice. I'll listen. My commissions are $0 if anybody wants me to do a voiceover something. I will put my voice out there for voiceovers, and I don't mind doing it if I can find the time. I mean, Raven Black was in here earlier. I know she's working on a new Ascend show, and I'm definitely gonna do. Hopefully, if she asks me, I'll do the commentary for that. Same thing with I miss Cutthroat Wrestling was so good because he used nothing but modded arenas that had like stacks of tables. There was table fuckery. Stacks of tables. There was cage fuckery. That match was the cage that had all the weapons on the cage and shit. Like he found some of the. Oh, if you go on my channel and scroll down to I have a playlist with all the Cutthroat shows I did. There's 2 of those Cutthroat shows that still make the hair on the back of my neck stand up because he got the mods that had like halfway through a match, he changed it to a match where the mat was pulled back. So when he edited the match, it looks like the first half of the match has the mat on it, and then he cuts to like something on the ramp, and then when you come back, they peeled back the mat. So there's a ring where it looks like the mat's peeled back, and then you get slammed on the wood. Like it was so real. And there was ones with like the spikes on the outside, if you get slammed on that, and all this crazy stuff. So, and that's when we had.
I was planning on doing that in certain matches, but actually doing it with in-game stuff, but never got around to it. Got lazy.
Yeah, I want the video. I want the video, M, so I can play it on these podcasts. And I love doing voiceovers. So anytime you guys want me to do a voiceover, you got a commercial, you got something you want to promote, I'll do a voiceover. It takes me like literally. I'm not trying to brag, but when I do those shows, I do them as if they're live shows. And I've only had to stop once because I had to piss. and I was about to piss myself, so I couldn't commentate. So I paused it because when I do it, they send me the audio, and they upload the video to YouTube as private, and they only let me view it. So then on my laptop, I have the game play, the actual match and the show playing, and I have my audio recording program on my PC. So I'm listening to the show, but I'm recording the audio live too. And I press start on both at the same time, and then I just call it like it's a live show.
What's funny is I think that's how a lot of cost shows did do it, or still do it, because there are recorded shows that are posted that have commentary of like 3 different people on commentary doing commentary and stuff. It's and
they don't send
but
me
I'm
just
but I'm
match.
not in. I don't know much about that.
They don't send me match. They send me the completed product with the commercials in it, with
Yeah.
they have promos in it.
That's
and
what
stuff.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think that's how that.
For some of them, they let the
works.
game do the intros. For some of them, I do the intros.
Well, and for now, if you have Discord, you can actually, if you're in a Discord party, you can stream it live to your party so they can see what's happening live. So if you have a 3-person team,
That's probably how they've been doing it.
Yeah, that's probably how they're doing it. They probably have it playing, and then all 3 of them are sitting there doing it live, talking at the same time. Because that's how we do. That's our secret for GM mode. The 5 of us jump in. I share the screen. They can see what's happening live, and that's how they're able to interact and tell me, "Hey, do this, do that," because they're all on the East Coast.
Wait a minute, Patty. That's close to be analyzing. As I read that as Blaise's void. Blaise's void over was analyzing.
Yeah,
anal.
void over.
So I'm such a dork. I didn't I'm like, I'm
void over. It's it's the void.
I can do this. Hold on, where's it at?
I didn't know you were getting the void over.
So here's table fuckery. I forgot I can just show the matches. So this is Cutthroat. Let's get.
Yeah, that was what, 2K23 or 24.
But like it ends up, this is just a table fuckery match. That's right. That was just one match. But look at the carnage in the ring. It's like,
damn.
They control the guy. They can tell him what to do and make it more realistic.
Yeah, it's highlight reel.
Here,
in a lot of aspects, it's highlight reel.
Maybe this is the one I was talking about. Yeah, look at this shit. Like I don't remember a yellow cage. Number 1.
No, that's not. Wow.
And then you have a barbed wire table back there.
Yeah, edited. It's
barbed wire chair.
Freaking modded stuff.
Yeah, I loved it. Look at this barbed wire chair. This was so much fun to call.
Yeah, if you like stuff like this,
reversal by Travis.
Yeah, if you like stuff like this, me and Beetle should show you one of our friends that used to do shows. Ray Giddis. That did GSF.
He's
so,
actually.
I love the little modded arenas and stuff, and this was a lot of fun to do. And you guys can check this out on I have a playlist with all these.
Yeah.
That was it.
There it is. Here it is. This is the one I was looking for. Look at that shit. Look at that table in the back. Look what that table's doing.
God damn.
Yeah, this is the one I was looking for. So, I think this is the one where they peel back the. Well, this is where he had the. He had an angle going on. Look at that. Look at that shit.
Oh, is that a modded law arena? That is a modded law arena.
Yeah, look, there's a stage back there.
What?
Like, look how badass. Barbed wire everywhere. Like, look at the light tubes.
Light tubes before. Yeah, light tubes before they added light tubes.
Damn.
Like, this was so, like, and I didn't know this was going to happen. I knew it was a crazy match. So you can imagine, me, like.
Glass everywhere.
Glass. I was just astounded by. Oh my God. I just tried to hit the button to do the free roaming camera. I was going to try to hit the free roaming camera.
Old habits.
Yeah. I was like, let me show you the whole arena.
Yeah, old habits die hard.
That had to be the biggest light tube I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was before the light tubes were actually added to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Williams actually said they're actually working on getting thumbtacks to work, but they're obviously trying to perfect it.
There's a scaffold. Look at the little scaffold.
Mm-hmm.
So in the interview with Brian Williams, the one thing that stuck out to me the most, and you could tell when he was talking about it, because the 3 interviews, because there was 3 interviews that he did that day. I think it was I forget which interview, but they asked him about stuff in the future, and he was like, I would love to be able to tell you what we're going to do. We have planned. He's like, but I just can't right now. Like, they were hinting at stuff like we're talking about. Like, he's like, we have so many things that we want to do. And one of the drawbacks, and that they referred to, the island is a step in that direction. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm not going to play the island or nothing, but if you got to do it that way to get there, and you got to get rid of the old gen to get there, go for it, bro. It's time. So he was like, he wanted to say something, but he kept stopping himself. And I was like,
yeah. If Brian Williams can't say something, then you know it's something juicy that's coming.
It was
soon.
right after the TAC conversation, because that now that you mentioned it, he was like, oh, we've been working on that. He was like, but that's all. I can't tell you much more. I forget this match just got sicker. And here's what he did too, is he would add more blood to the, stop recording, add more blood to the ring, and then show that. So it progressed through the show where it added more blood and everything. It's just,
that match, that entire thing probably had to take at least a couple weeks to do, but I'm guessing
it's one match, 21 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It probably took 6 or 7 hours at least.
Yep.
Probably 6-7 hours, a couple throughout the weeks.
To do it like that, that would take a long time to do.
And that one table flipping around was always crazy too. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. And that's just a little.
That's where I get the information on those type of matches with Ray. Ray used to tell me just one match takes a week.
Yeah, and I mean, I got lots of respect for people who do it. My OCD and ADHD can't handle that. Like I would be the one to be like, oh, I gotta go change that again. If I watch it, I'd go change it again. Like I would consistently change it, where I would have one show like every 2 months, and I don't want to do that either.
Or your shows would come out about as fast as Duke Nukem Forever did.
Well, that's like when they asked. That's why when they brought it up, I was like, dude, I'd love to, because I don't get to call matches like that because I'm just playing. I'm playing live in universe mode. But if you got pre-recorded shows with crazy shit, send them my way. I'll sell the fuck out of those shows. Yeah. Hopefully it is downloadable. I'll get to you on that MIDI. You might have to email it to me or something. I'll see. But let's close it out in the only way we can. So it makes me think of the Cost Summit. I miss those summits. Those summits were a lot of fun.
Oh, they were.
I learned a lot. I actually have done a commercial. I forgot about something. Like that game show was a disaster, but we made fun with it.
And we blame you, Beetle.
Not my fault.
But like the one where we did the character development one with a bunch of people, and the one with Twitch and Solo was fun. Like that. I mean, you get so many different perspectives. And what I really want to do was to share it with the community. So I'll revisit that again, maybe the beginning of next year or something. And it was fun right when the game came out, because we didn't have a lot. We were still, working what we had left on 24 and getting ready for 25. So it kind of brought us into 25. We did the summit, and then we had the final summit where it was talking about just in time for the end of the show.
Uh-huh.
So
That's where Sam are getting here, you bastard.
we always end the shows with "At the end of the day" and whatever you want to do. So we'll start up with good old odds cornet at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, live every day like it's your last, and enjoy your birthday, Blaise. You're only 103 once.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Triple beat at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, I was dying of laughter earlier when people were gifting you stuff, and you said, "By the way, I'm not 52. I'm 1,002." I was laughing my ass
Well,
off.
she said $52 for 52 years, so I had to come back with
Yeah,
that.
by the way, I'm 1,002. So
you gotta still owe me some money there.
Yeah,
I'm a million and two.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's very weird for me to ask for money. I don't really like doing it, but we are a community that helps each other out. And I went through earlier, and I'll go real briefly. I'm going through, I got a pinched nerve in my spine right now. I have spina bifida. I've had it my whole life. It's worse now, which is just an underdeveloped spinal cord. So my spinal cord never developed fully. So I deal with back pain a lot, and it's been in my leg for the past 2 months. So the sciatic. So I went to a chiropractor. Normally just getting adjusted fixes it. This didn't do it. I went to a spine specialist who says we can't do a CAT scan until you do 6 weeks of physical therapy. My physical therapist is a close friend of mine, so I went back to him. I've been there for shoulder and back stuff. So he puts me in traction, trying to stretch out the spine, alleviate it. I'm afraid it's a herniated disc where I'm going to need a nerve block, or maybe they go in and repair the discs, back surgery. I don't really want it, but I'm trying my best to avoid it. My insurance doesn't cover my PT and stuff, so you guys have really helped me out. So that means a lot. And I always put stuff back into the show as well. So I'll be giving away stuff. And that reminds me. And there's not a lot of people here, but we're going to give 5 more memberships. So let's on the way out. But I thank everyone for the birthday wishes and everything. It's amazing. Over 150 people on my private email. Bubsy got one. McShreddy. CK Nova was in the stream the other day. I don't know who the fuck the other two are, but they're sports. I haven't seen them in forever, but a lot of people are probably there in the past. Hey, what's up, Ben? At the end of the day, happy birthday, Blaise. Since the carnival days of wrestling, time is flying. Hey, Grand Prix always doing great stuff. We talk about pre-produced storylines and shows. That's one of the best out there, in my opinion. And that's without commentary. That's with game commentary. And he's still, the commercials, the storylines, the promos that they work in, they found a way to do storylines without having with using game commentary, which is brilliant. And the cause that are there are amazing. I believe that's where SJ was too, and everything. And Hot Fire Rose. I know I only have my birthday for another hour, so I'm glad you guys showed up. Catch the replay. I'll embarrass myself one more time before we leave. So for those just joining us, I did a little reminiscing of when I was a little kid, and when
Back
I
in
was
1923.
when I was Fred Flintstone. Actually, I still have that dog. That is this is from 1976, 77, 75. It's hanging in there, but the band 3 Dog Night, I named him after 3 Dog Night. One is the loneliest number that you have. That's 3 Dog Night. So
I hear 3 Dog, and the first thing I think of is Fallout.
Same. I said that earlier.
So 3 Dog was first, and I figured I needed a 1 dog and a 2 dog too, so I had that as well. So yeah, we went through me in my diaper with my sister.
1 dog ain't enough, and 2 low.
TV in the background. That's it. That's what TVs used to look like, people.
Yep.
I was a Cub Scout, so there's a little my Cub Scout. I don't like to talk about it a lot, but before Cub Scout is Weeblo. So I was a Weeblo too. I never became an Eagle Scout or anything, but that's my grandpa and my grandma from my dad's side. There's my grandma from my mom's side that I always talk about in the garden streams. And then we went first grade, second grade, or kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. The bowl cut came into play. The braces and the feathered hair. I actually had a perm when I was a young kid. Yes, I admit it. And then the awkwardness got more awkward, and then
So many outfit jokes earlier.
yeah, and there was this
Judge
suit,
Blaise.
If you could see the pants are MC Hammer pants. They are huge balloon parachute pants on this suit.
Can't touch
I
the
had hair twice and 3 times and 4 times and 5, not just once. I had it for years. Kyle used to be a scout. There you go. Then my baseball team. And fun fact I pointed out earlier, the kid on the far right is now the head coach of the Marshall Thundering Herd football team. Tony Gibson, one of my best friends, who he also made sure he was a defensive coordinator for the West Virginia Mountaineers. And he brought Pat McAfee to try out for the West Virginia Mountaineers. And the rest is history. Pat McAfee is now one of the most famous podcasters in the world.
Yeah.
So my friend
That's
is one of the
crazy.
reasons Pat McAfee is there.
Judge Blaise, order.
Order in the court. I don't have my gavel with me. So that's my little brother in the middle there, scratching his leg like a ding dong. He was the bat boy. And the 2 girls that were on that team, they were 2 of the best players we had. They were amazing. Really good baseball players. Obviously, everyone looks at the socks and the shoes. They're horrendous. I know. I didn't realize they were doing full body shots, so I didn't care which shoes or socks I wore. Then I got this. So
bird legs.
Football. My 1 year I played football. Tony Gibson was the running back for the team. We grew up on the same street, so we went to football practice together all the time. The rap group that I was in, Rock City Fresh, in 8th grade, I was the keyboard guy. And yes, in 1987, the Casio SK1 keyboard had a sample button. So I could press the button, I could say something, or have the Mandel in the middle. He's the rapper. He would say
the early days of Marky Mark at the Funky Munch.
No, this is like 20 years before Marky Mark, bro. This is 87, not 97 or this is at least a decade before Marky Mark. This is Run DMC time, 87. So this is an 8th grade talent contest. And we had one rap song that we did there. So
I had to do the joke.
I was the Casio kid. Keyboard. I had one. I didn't play anything through the whole song. I pressed the button at the end of the song. That's all I did. It was pre-recorded, I guess. Here's my IUP basketball team when my freshman year of college. This me as Vanilla Ice at a Halloween show. I wish you could see the pants because they're airbrushed with all kind of logos and shit like they used to do when Vanilla Ice was around. And the back of my hair was lightning bolts that said Ice Ice Baby on the back of my head. And I had a rat tail. I had about a 4-inch rat tail in the back of my hair at the same time. So
at least on the back of your head wasn't Go Ninja Go.
No, Ice Ice Baby was bad enough. But I had my friend cut the lightning bolts, and we used yellow and blue crayon to color it. And then I had him shave Ice Ice Baby into my hair. I definitely shaved it off the next day, but I was
that's how he lost his hair.
The only thing I didn't do, and I thought about bleaching the hair in the front to get the little vanilla thing in the front, but I didn't do that.
That's why mine is receding now.
And that's my boy King, right in the Bulls jersey. R.I.P. He died about 10. He passed away about 10 years ago. He was one of my best friends in college. This is the best picture ever known to man. I talked about it earlier. It's the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. It is 1.5 miles long. It is anxiety. If you have anxiety, you shouldn't ride on this bridge. We drove from Pittsburgh to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, which is close to Ocean City, New Jersey, on 1 tank of gas. My friend's Cadillac ran out of gas in the middle of the bridge next to a sign that says, "Do not stop on bridge." And that's Soma from the rap songs that I play on that's Carmen. That's Soma. He's the rapper. And I said, he went out and he made that. This is unknown. I just got out of the car and took the picture. I said, that should be a cover of one of your albums. That really should be one of the cover of your albums.
Do not stop on bridge, Blaise. Stop on bridge to take a photo.
We ran out of gas, Emily. We had no choice. My friend Brad did not tell us until we ran out of gas that his fuel gauge was broken. We were on half a tank the whole ride. So it's like sputter, 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 sputter. Are we running out of gas on the fucking Bay Bridge?
Oh my God.
So we had to call the cops. We had to call 911. We're stuck on the bridge. and they had to bring us gas. It was embarrassing, but what a story, right?
Yeah.
Running out of gas on the middle of a 1.5-mile bridge, which is very scary bridge just to drive over, mind you. Steelers lost to the Packers. That was a Steeler party. This is when I played for the Steelers.
And he got an outfit from Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, training camp. Then I was a basketball coach. That's me playing drums back there. This is one of my acoustic bands that I played with. The guy in the front was a genius, and the guy on the right was a great drummer. The guy on the left, a one-legged guitar player. He had one leg, and he played Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I thought it was Stevie. He played like perfect. And I talked about it earlier. This band that we had, Joe in the front, the singer, would do anything from Beatles to Creedence Clearwater Revival to Rage Against the Machine and Dr. Dre. Like we did nothing but a G thing acoustic. We did all kinds of crazy acoustic songs from the 70s, 80s, and that was one of the most fun bands I've ever in. And then obviously the Monkey Wrench Band. And that's Ray from the WrestleSense podcast. When I did that WrestleSense podcast, that's Ray, who was a pro wrestler before as well. And that's some dumb Pollock back there playing drums. Carmen again. This is the bar, my local bar. That's Skinny Me, and my boy Ryan Colwell. He passed away a while ago too. So a great friend of mine. Classic picture. Carmen this is a New Year's party that we had at my friend's bar. So great pictures. This is at the famous AEW show where I got my 10 seconds of fame, and I was on TV. Where my avatar? Is it this one? I don't know if it is or not. Yeah, there it is. There's the picture. When I was screaming on AEW for 10 seconds. It's Blaise McCoy, AEW, Pittsburgh Live. You couldn't hear me, and that's CJ Sensation, pro wrestler who's fought AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And Big Ray again at the AEW show. So here's the original, back to where we were, the original Blaise. And what game was that again? I can't remember. What was it?
WCW Mayhem.
Mayhem. And from Mayhem to the current Blaise. Oh, how far we've come in digital wrestling. How about it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. It's been fun. It always ends up a 3.5-hour podcast when we're on here, but more people started coming in, so I wanted to keep it going. But my birthday's over in 45 minutes. 52 feels like 51 in one day. It's no big deal. But I want to thank everybody. The Discord blew up with all the happy birthday shit, and both of my Facebooks went crazy, and I'm just overwhelmed. I'm really happy I didn't cry during this episode, to be honest, because getting that much love is feels really good.
The stream is still young.
Yeah, I know. It's just I got a little teary-eyed when I was starting up, just thinking about it. And for those that donated today, I really appreciate it. It will definitely help me out in the next few weeks and what I'm going through. Hopefully, I don't need to have surgery. Hopefully, if I have surgery, I'll be fine. So I have a lot of faith. So I just got to stay positive. And a lot of you guys have dealt with a lot of stuff. Lady Devil, Greg went through eye surgery not long ago, and he's doing okay. And we've had people that have had tons of different surgeries and whatever ailment you deal with. We went over that earlier. And I love y'all. You guys are great people. And I'm happy to have the best fucking roster in the world, man. You guys are great. I mean, the 90 people. I mean, I'd put our roster up against our community, up against anybody. Let's just say that.
Oh yeah.
And it goes all the way back to this right here, and I can't wait to do it again. These are all the different people that run their own federations, and the gathering means the world to me. These are all different people who put work in, whether they've done a couple shows in a year or one every week or pre-recorded or not, highlight reel or live. It doesn't matter. I mean,
live, blind, cripple, or crazy.
Yep. We love eFed. We love Call. We love digital wrestling. And it's not just a game. It is just a game, so you shouldn't take it too seriously, but it's more than just a game. We've created a real community where, unfortunately, it's a little morbid way to end the show, but I've talked about some of my friends that have passed. I've talked about the Jack Bayous, the DFAs, those that we've lost from the community. Every community has them. Unfortunately, the longer we go, the more we will deal with that. But I am confident and happy that we have such a supportive, loving community that when we lose a loved one, whether it's our family, our dog, our cat, or one of the blessed, loved people in this community, we can immortalize them with Caw. So that's a beautiful thing. Like Shmoo, his name was Scott George. He was a paramedic. He he died of a heart attack at like 30 something. He was one of my best friends. Not best friend, he was a close friend. One of my, Shmoo was a 400-pound dude, but he saved lives. He was a paramedic. My favorite, and we called him Shmoo because he, is a big, huge, lovable, like teddy bear type of guy, but he was a badass too. He lived in the mountains up here. So that character is based off of a real life person that I'm keeping alive. And a lot of you guys do that and stuff. But my favorite Shmoo commercial, my favorite Shmoo story is we're driving up the mountains over a little bridge on a lake. And this is the Appalachian Mountains right here, where he was a hunter, fisherman, all that good stuff. So he stops his truck. This is a 400-pound guy who's driving a Jeep. Remember Geo Trackers, how little they were?
Oh my God!
Big
yes,
guy in a
my
Geo
dad had
Tracker.
one of those.
Yeah, and he stopped the track. He stopped the Jeep. Like he stopped on the bridge, right off the bridge, and went like this to me. Put his hand on my chest, and he went with his pistol and shot at a deer. Right in front of my face. Like he went like this. Hold on, buddy. Wow! And he shot at. He saw a buck. He saw a buck running in the field next to the lake, and he didn't give me very much warning.
Good eye.
That's the type of guy he was. He was like, "Hold on, buddy." Pow, 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 pow. And I was like, "Ah, I'm gonna die." But that's the type of guy he was.
He had a good eye for
The second story, and this is kind of weird, but on the 4th of July, he was one of the guys that would have the fireworks, the M80s, and the big, huge ones.
Yeah.
You drop into the barrel, and it would fly up. He had those. He took an M80 and stuck it up a frog's ass and lit it. As we're lighting off, it's pretty sick. It's pretty gross. If you're an animal lover, there's millions of frogs up there by the lake. So he saw a toad or frog, whatever. I don't know.
Well, the frog had an experience.
He grabbed it, shoved it. I don't know if it was in his mouth or his ass, but either way, it doesn't matter. He shoved it into the toad and lit it on fire and threw it down, and then.
So you're saying the frog croaked?
Yes.
It splattered everywhere.
Big time.
He was also one of the guys. I never was a fisherman, but Blaise has a fisherman gimmick. Reel him in and everything. But first day of trout, we'd go up in the mountains, and he was the type of guy that would have 3 cases of beer and have tons of food in the back, and we would literally drink and party all night long. And at 6 o'clock is when the stream's supposed to open. Shmoo would cast out at 5:45. But he's the type of guy, no one's going to tell him that he can't cast out at that time.
Yeah.
So here's to the individuals out there. Here's to all the crazy personalities that we have in real life and in character, because we've created
and all the bros and creators and showrunners that we've lost over the years.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I could name a few, but
the beauty of this art form, and it is an art form because all things we talked about, is that we can immortalize these people and keep them alive, have their cause still fight, where we remember them. Every time I do that legacy show and I have all the names on the mat of past wrestlers, I get a little teary-eyed because there's 4 or 5 of them that are no longer with us, but their name is there. Like they're still.
And for a few of these people, their channels are still there. Their channels are still on YouTube.
And I always say it when I'm talking into the show, and it's kind of a cool way to end this. I always welcome my fans and my friends, my dudes and dolls, my tossers and lossers, my bruvs and loves, my guys and gals, and all the ladies and gentlemen. So this is a weird way just to say, and what I always say too, and I said it earlier, no matter who you are, what you are, where you are, or how you are, you're more than welcome here on the Blaze Radio Network in our community. So we love you guys, and we'll see you in the streams. But when's the next wrap your cock in cock pop top? wrap your cock in pop tarts podcast
next Saturday, I believe. So
right.
I believe it's next Saturday.
Yeah.
So next Saturday. So you guys aren't doing GM mode tonight, I'm guessing?
No, a couple of guys aren't feeling very
One
good,
of them is not.
so...
One of them was not feeling good,
Yeah.
so we moved it to this Sunday.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
it's
I
gonna
had to
be
poison
Sunday
them so
after the
you guys would
stream.
be here instead. I didn't mean to poison your friends, so you know, no GMO. So that is one thing. My Rise, Emily's doing My Rise right now live. So I don't know if she's live, but she was doing it. So I love doing it because I don't play the game. So your GM mode, I love because I don't know what GM mode does. But watching you guys, I get to see it. Plus, you guys are funny as hell.
GM mode back in the old days were so much
Well, we're
more fun
ending
and
the
had a lot more
podcast. We're
stuff.
starting a new conversation, Odds. We're gonna get into but no, I'm giving you guys props. The GM mode shows you guys do are fun and
Oh yeah,
like
we
to
try our
watch it.
best.
My Rise, all those other things that that people stream, the showcase and all that crazy stuff that we get to see. Island, I haven't seen anybody stream the Island.
It's probably because when you try to stream or when you try to play the island, you're using up so much online bandwidth just to play it that to try and stream it would be
That's
difficult.
a tough task in and of itself.
Yeah, well, I mean, we haven't. Have you guys? I haven't even seen anybody try it.
I know Monk did.
Did he?
Early on, I saw him doing it early on in the game. Yeah.
Well, my fiber optic internet is kicking ass. I've had it for about a month now. It's twice the speed and $50 less.
A little bit. Challenge accepted.
Gosh dang it!
Which challenge? What challenge did I challenge? Did I challenge somebody?
Streaming playing the island.
Stream, stream the island. Stream the island. Yeah.
I know. I said I was gonna do the Bray Wyatt content. So at some point I have to do that. I promised everybody on the channel I'd do it because they want Bump in the Night #2. So we're doing the Bray Wyatt content at some point.
I said, wrap your cock in a Pop-Tart podcast. That's what I said.
That is the one that people need to go back and watch. If you have an opportunity, go back and watch him playing Bump in the Night. It is you will laugh your ass off. Beetle playing Bump in the Night.
So maybe go live on the regular screen and then go into the island instead of opening the island and then trying to, I don't know if it might not even
not escaping Beetle.
It's feasible. It's feasible. So I have to say I was laughing my ass off last night watching Mitty go through the story because I knew it was coming. And she was at the Survivor Series part. In the story, and I was like, oh, and I don't think she knew what was going to happen. So I was sitting there going, oh, she has no idea what's about to happen right now. She has no idea what's about to happen right now.
No idea.
So much
no
fun.
idea.
Sorry, Mitty. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun though watching it, just watching the reaction to what happened at the Survivor Series storyline. So I played it 3 times. So
4. I've played it 4.
I love watching a lot of you guys that are gamers out there that stream other games and stuff. I love popping in, looking at the games because I love the artwork. I don't want to play the game, but looking at the graphics always astounds me. Like to some of you guys out there that stream all these different more drunk triple beat. Drunk beat. I did see they're making a Halloween game next year that's based off, it's the same makers of Friday the 13th. So you'll be able to do probably the same thing you do with Jason, you can now do with Michael. That'll be pretty cool. So I think it's next Halloween is coming out on the 26th. So they just announced it. It's the same people that made. So I'm not a gamer, but I'm a video game connoisseur.
Yeah,
I love it.
So I believe the Michael Myers series is actually a lot more lenient on a lot of things than the people that hold the rights to Friday the 13th.
What's the same creator? That's what I read. It's the same person who made Friday the 13th is who made Halloween.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is the people that, from what I've heard, the people that made the game lost the permission or rights or whatever after a while for the Friday the 13th, which is why the game server had to be shut down. And the Michael Myers series, the Halloween series, is a lot more forgiving for that stuff, where they'll actually just say, "Oh yeah, go ahead."
I forgot I have in my banners. I have all the game show questions that we didn't watch them all. We had a couple of them.
Oh my god,
that were wrong. Google doesn't always give the correct answers.
Well, and it didn't help that I was trying to help you, and I had I was working 50-hour weeks. So
I know it was a fun concept. We can definitely bring it back because I love being game show host.
Next year I'll have more time. So
there we go. All right, everybody. We'll check you out. Make sure to
that or I can quiz Beetle.
Tomorrow, 4:00, we got the 3-ring circus part 2. Got a lot of stuff to go down. I got big plans for September. Obviously, October is going to be big. So
by the time September ends.
Peace, everybody. See ya.
Later.
Bye. Blaised. Get blazed. Blaised. Blaised. Get blazed. Get blazed. Blaised. Get blazed.